How about that? Joining us tonight and joining me tonight is a producer in Courtney Griffin, just trying to stand in and fill in the gap. And, of course, Autumn Krauska will be running.
Start the whole thing over.
They can't hear us?
It just went on. I didn't know I had to click go live.
Hey, there we are, going live. Start all over?
Yeah, we got to start all over. I didn't know you had to click go live on YouTube, but I think we're up and running at this point.
We're up and running. You want to do some like intro music and get this thing started out? Well, we got to start it out right.
You know, the intro music's being goofy in and of itself, so.
Well, we're going to do what we can tonight, folks. We're going to do the best that we can to bring you a good broadcast. This is the initial broadcast, and how else better would it start, Brandon, without us right here today trying to figure out some technical difficulties. I mean, we got to keep the tradition going, don't we?
Yeah, we do what we can. Yeah, up atop the press box here in Aubrey, Texas, as much as, we really enjoyed getting through that 380 traffic. I'm sure they're used to it up here. But
how about that?
It was something else. And, new streaming platform, so we're still, as you said earlier, ironing that out. But it's one of those mistakes I'll make once, hopefully, and we'll get beyond it. But luckily, we're still a little over 18 minutes ahead of kickoff, so we're definitely on and going before we really need to be just yet. But excited to hear about everybody that's joined live from all around the Metroplex.
Yeah, listen, if you're watching possibly through Facebook, I want to encourage you to go and go over to YouTube. You've got plenty of time right now. Go over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. And I believe I've got it written down here, and I want to make sure that I get it. Make sure that I get this thing exactly right. Let me make sure that I got this. It's actually under. I'm trying to figure out what it's called. The Raider Network. The Raider Network is what it is. I keep calling it the Raider Sports Network, but of course it could possibly host some other things in the future. This is the inaugural broadcast of the Raider Network, but these are voices that you are familiar with. It's David Griffin alongside Brandon Krauska. The old ball coach could not join us tonight. It'll be a couple of weeks before he's been able to join us. There are some conflicts as in regards to an interim job that he is currently doing, and there is some question with the UIL and with the, I believe, the Texas Education Agency as to what those rules are as to how he can be involved. But I'm sure that the old ball coach is listening tonight. He is a part of our broadcast, and we love having him. He will be with us later this season. Tonight on camera, Autumn Krauska is going to be joining us, and we're not really sure how all that's going to play out. There are some new opportunities for students that are going to be coming up, and we are super excited about those students that are going to be volunteering, as well as the production that we're going to be able to change over the course of time. Tonight is not going to look a whole lot different than some of our other broadcasts in the past. It will be very similar to the Sportsgram Network, and the Sportsgram Network is no more. It's not as if the Raiders just broke away from that thing. The Sportsgram Network has been good to the Sunnyvale Raiders for several years and has allowed us to broadcast. I've done a lot of that alongside Brandon Krauska, as well as with the Godfather himself, who's done a lot of our legwork for tonight. And I'm doing all the talking right now because Brandon Krauska is trying to figure out a couple of things in regards to our commercials and in regards to all of the music beds. And do we have a possibility to listen to Coach Stutz? We do have that one.
Yep, we'll have to try. This was working 5 minutes ago, but we'll have to give it a roll and see what we can get.
And here was my talk earlier this week with Coach Cody Stutz about tonight's ball game against the Aubrey Chaparrals.
Have to keep fluffing. Okay, keep filling.
We're trying to figure some things out. We'll just do our very best to see if we can make this thing happen. We are on the air, and it is just a couple of minutes before the teams come out, 15 minutes actually. I'm not exactly sure why the teams went in when they did. It was very, very early. It was very, very early tonight. Now the school songs on the far side, we will listen to those if we possibly can. Let me see if I can get that up loud enough for us to listen to the school song. Loud. It's all the way over on the far side. It's a wonderful stadium out here and a new facility being built here in Aubrey. It's going to be really nice in a couple of years. Right now they're trying to figure out a few things, and that's been part of our difficulty and our challenge here on this particular broadcast. We are way up high. As a matter of fact, out of all of the ladders that we have ever had to climb, and there have been several of them, this is by far the highest. We have to climb up about a 16-foot ladder to get up here, and of course getting things like a table and all of your production devices is not easy. Well, if we don't have any sound here for much longer, I'm going to start preaching in a second, and nothing else I know to do, just keep talking. Hopefully it makes some sense. Sunnyvale Raiders and Aubrey Chaparrals, I may have mentioned this earlier. I'm not sure exactly when we came on. Our Aubrey Chaparrals have a 2-1 advantage over the Sunnyvale Raiders. Both teams winning. There's been 3 games between the two of them, and they have the 2 games in Sunnyvale have been won by Aubrey, and the 1 game here in Aubrey has been won by Sunnyvale. So tonight, a windy evening here in Aubrey. It is a nice, cool August evening, and I'm not just saying that sarcastically. It's actually a nice, cool August evening. We are headed right towards Labor Day. As a matter of fact, it's Labor Day weekend, and it is a beautiful evening here in Aubrey, Texas. Well, I want to give you the starting offenses for the Sunnyvale Raiders, and once again, the Godfather does a great job of figuring out who's starting where for the opponent, but that's hard to do when you don't have any game film. It's the first game of the season. Aubrey did not have a lot of returning starters. Very good team last year for Aubrey. They went 3 rounds deep before giving Salina all that they wanted in that 3rd round before Salina eventually went on to win the state championship. Sunnyvale Raiders return a pretty good chunk of their offense. Tonight, the quarterback for the Sunnyvale Raiders, kind of all centers around him. That's Kason Maupin, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior. Aiden Brown, a sophomore, 5'10", 160 pounds. He'll be starting tonight at the feature position. For the Raiders at tight end will be Eli Dalaba. He'll be starting at tight end. Of course, you'll see a lot of Grayson Smith as well. That'll be kind of a back and forth between tight end and the H-back. At H tonight, you will see several different people playing it. You will see Drew Gardner and you will see Riley Harris playing that H position. Grayson Smith will be playing a lot of Y. Eli Dalaba, that tight end, that's kind of a flex position for the Y. At the X receiver is Ben Griffin, a 6'1", 160-pound senior, and on the far side, on the Z, is Paul Griffin, a 6'1", 160-pound senior, identical twins on opposite ends. Where the Raiders have a lot of strength is up front. It's going to be a huge offensive line. The left tackle is number 72, Cooper Eastman, a 6'8", 280-pound left tackle. Next to him is Brasenio, who looks like a small guy, but he's 6', 240. The center, he is the small guy, is Jaso Gwynn, 6', 220. At the right guard, Joshua Bertelson, 6'4", 275 pounds. And at right tackle, Casey Ekwu, 6'4", 295 pounds. Some people have him pushing 300. That's the starting lineup for the Sunnyvale Raiders on the offensive side of the ball. On the defensive side of the ball, the ends will be Brady Woolston and Rashad Grant. They're both seniors. Kason Milligan will start at tackle. It remains to be seen who will be starting at the other tackle. Brady Woolston had been playing tackle, will be moving out to defensive end, and I think it will be Salah, but I'm not 100% sure. The Sam linebacker, Grayson Smith, is returning from the outside, having an all-district and potential all-state season this year. Austin Helton, one of the best players in the state, his freshman and sophomore year, was injured in his entire junior season, but now the 6', 200-pound senior will return to anchor the middle of that the middle of that defense at the Mike position. At the wheel is Caden Lucas, a starter from last year. He will be switching in and out. Several places as well. Very versatile, smaller senior, 5'10", 175 pounds, but really a smart football player. Returning in the secondary is cornerback Klein Becker, a 5'10", 170-pound cornerback. On the other side, the cornerback is Braden Bowles, one of the few juniors starting for this squad, 5'11", 175-pound junior. Drew Gardner, the returner, 3-year starter, a senior, 6 foot, 185 pounds. You'll see him on both sides of the ball, perhaps the most dynamic player for the Sunnyvale Raiders. And Jake Ivey, the only other, I guess the third junior starting today for the defense, which is a 5'11", 170-pound junior. Gabe Pindiala, the fine senior, could be the X factor tonight. If the Raiders are kicking, you've got to feel pretty good at their chances of making it. Even a long field goal, perhaps even at halftime, the Raiders would have a chance to make it with this win, probably from about midfield. A 60-yard kick is not out of the question. The captains are heading to the middle of the field, including, I mean, look at the size of these guys. This will be Kaysen Maupin, a junior, will be one of the captains. Austin Helton, the middle linebacker. And then, of course, Casey Ekwu and, oh, that's Cooper Eastman. How do you miss a 6'8" guy out there? Cooper Eastman committed to play at Air Force. I believe I heard Casey Ekwu is committed to North Texas, has several offers. Kaysen Maupin will be playing on Saturdays, no doubt. And Austin Helton getting a lot of looks after his sophomore year, but we'll wait and see what happens after this senior campaign. Great opportunity for all of the Raiders. Well, the Raider faithful filing in on the far side. It is not easy to get all the way over here. And we were trying to get an opportunity to hear from Coach Cody Stutz. We may have to hear from him at halftime. There's about 7 minutes before the game starts. We appreciate you tuning in. I know that I'm talking a lot, but we don't really have a lot of opportunity for audio at this particular point. We're doing our best to get that started so that we can have our commercials and our intro, outro music, as well as the interview with Coach Cody Stutz. We're going to do the best that we can. We can play the video. We know that you get to see that, but I guess that's what we'll do, and then we'll just kind of move our mouths around and tell you things about Trinity Capital and Houston Telos State Farm and Community Life Church, Windsor Florist, and Trinity Capital Bank. We're familiar with all of those, so it's not like it's going to be anything strange, but trying our best. It's as if Brandon, if our computer just said, I don't really want to play anything.
Yeah, that's for sure what it turned into. It's kind of a weird, it's like specifically this one that it doesn't want to, let's see. Yeah, because I can get some of those spots, but it does not like your interview.
Well, that's weird. And the spots are kind of low. Don't know if we can pull those up. Well, let's look at the Aubrey Chaparrals and to see who will be their captains tonight. I see number 44, Stephen Wilson, a junior. Number 8, excuse me, I'm messing that up a little bit. Trying to get this worked out here. All right. There we are, Aubrey roster. Got it. Number 22, Riley Lemons, a sophomore. My goodness, I'm having the hardest time here. Logan Gannon, a senior, tight end DL, is one of your captains. Number 8, Antoine Jones, a senior. He's going to be one to watch. He is very good. The linebacker, Cameron Haygood, will be heading out onto the field, as well as number 50, which is Elliot Kinney, a 6'3", 270-pound senior who is a returning starter for the Aubrey Chaparrals. Well, the Raiders have some size this year. Let's see how that plays out. Of course, the question is how do you hold up over the course of time? This is always a game of attrition, not just tonight, but for the entire season. Raiders have a couple of players that are sidelined tonight. Hopefully not for long. I don't know of any season-ending injuries for the Raiders, and I'm sure there's probably not any for the Aubrey Chaparrals either.
Yeah, definitely hope not this early in the season as they're coming out. Captain's out to midfield. We'll see how this is going to start shortly.
It sure looks like it. Here's the captains meeting out in the middle of the field. Does it look like we're just going to abandon those tonight?
Yeah,
we're going to try our best.
Unless
you can
try this over here.
You're going to try to take them up on your own personal computer and hook it in and then play the commercials there?
I have a lot of converters up here and a lot of extra cables, but not the one I need to play it from my phone, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Well, it'd be hard to get the video feed and the audio feed to match. Aubrey Chaparrals, the head coach, is Coach Keith Ivey. I'm not sure. Defensive coordinator Dana Blodell and offensive coordinator Chase Marler, and I'm pretty sure the offensive coordinator is new. Last night, the Aubrey Chaparrals will receive the ball. Raiders will kick off. They deferred. They are kicking from north to south, and the wind tonight coming out of the north. So right off the bat, we'll get a chance to see the Sunnyvale Raider defense face up against those Aubrey Chaparrals. So we may have some moments of dead air during the course of
it's a chance to take in the atmosphere.
Our flag raisers tonight with advisor Bodie Knowles, our senior.
I'm going to try to find out from a couple of people how it sounds tonight, so apologize if occasionally you hear some silence. About to have the national anthem. Let's see if we can have it. Well, there it is, the Star Spangled Banner, our national anthem, and here we are about to kick off the season. A season as well for the Raider Network. Tonight, the Raider Sports Network, or the Raider Football Network. Sunnyvale Raiders getting set to take on the Aubrey Chaparrals, and let's see what the Raiders choose to do. I would be surprised if they allow Gabe Pendiala to do anything other than kick it out of the end zone, Brandon.
Yeah, we'll see. It's fairly windy up here. It's a lot more windy, a lot more cool. This feels like an October.
I know, it really does.
This feels like an October, football game. Very different
Right.
than the last time we were here. I believe we baked an entire roast last year up on top of the press box.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
It was hot, and this is very unusual, which it's been kind of an unusual summer, quite frankly, as we go full old man and talk about the weather.
It's true. Well, folks, we mentioned that Autumn Krauska is on the camera, and Courtney Griffin is a close observer here, doing her best to produce and try to get Brandon to fix that sound. And
I'm about to hold it up to my phone. We can play the interview, maybe. Just
we can do it at halftime.
I appreciate Courtney laughing at my dad joke.
Here's Gabe Pendiala, the fine kicker for the Sunnyvale Raiders. Let's see if he does. I'd be surprised if he does anything than just put it out of the end zone. But, of course, you got to be careful anytime. So here's the kick by Pendiala, and that thing might go through the uprights. It actually lands beyond the end zone, and the Raiders ready to play. We'll try our best to give you the players as we can. Once again, mention that Doug Williams, because of a Texas Education Agency UIL conflict, he's doing a role right now, an interim role with another school, which there are some questions about exactly what's supposed to happen there and what's not supposed to be happening. So, anyway, here we go. 1st and 10, Aubrey Chaparrals. Raiders send 4 men up front. 2 wide receivers either side. Quarterback takes the ball, just going to run it right up the middle, and a big hit right there. Wow, is that Milligan? Because let me just tell you something. That looked like Alaric Brown.
Yeah, it really did. And that was going to be, he's one of those that's a big, really you got to scheme around him, right? He's at that nose tackle. He has been the last couple of years. And
well, let me
really,
tell you,
there's a change
that
up
was
in this
Brandon
front.
Wright. That was Brandon
nice.
Wright putting
Good
the
old
stick
Chuck
in it.
getting in there.
They put Chucky out there, and they changed it up. Brandon Wright is going to play outside, so appropriate.
He's a big kid.
AB's,
he's been over to the house quite a few times.
AB's brother. 2nd down and 11. 2 receiver split either way. Quarterback by himself. That is Will Story. Timeout Raiders. Some kind of confusion here.
Yeah, that's going to be frustrating to call that one so early.
Yeah, defensive timeout is never good. Hey, thanks everybody for tuning in. If you didn't hear me earlier, if you got a second, at least at halftime, get off of Facebook, go over to YouTube, and subscribe to the channel. That way you're going to get notifications, especially if you enable those notifications every time there is a Raider broadcast. It's not just going to be football. It's going to be, as much as we can. The playoffs probably will have to go back to NFHS. There's some question about whether or not the school can do that, depending on the level of volunteers. But NFHS has even tightened down a little bit on that from what we understand. The quarterback for the Aubrey Chaparrals is number 7, Will Story, a junior. And he's going to send now 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. He's got a back standing behind him. Don't have that number. Man in motion across his face. Here's the turn, hands off to the tailback. He bobbles the ball for a moment and then breaks it. It's going to be number 10 on the tackle. I believe that's number 10 is Jake Ivey makes that tackle. Raiders had him right at the line of scrimmage, but now it's going to be up 3rd down and 5 for the Chaparrals.
Let's see, Jackson Dramas, the junior, running back out of the backfield. He's going to get, what is that, 6 or 7?
Yeah.
7 on the run.
Oh, is that not number 20? Was it 20 or what number was it?
I believe it was 1. So 20 came in motion across, but it was a handoff to the running back, and he's able to get through the middle. He brings up a 3rd and 4.
Duramas. 3rd down and 4. 1 receiver to the wide side, 2 to the near. Duramas stands there behind Will Story. Raiders in a 4-man front, and now the Aubrey Chaparrals are going to call timeout. I guess we can't take it with them, can we?
I mean, we can. We just turn the mics down.
It's just going to be the video?
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe we can show the videos a little bit so we can have a break occasionally, and then we'll come in and we'll just talk for them. Like we'll say, this is what he's saying.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Let's see what we can.
Now, we don't have to do it right now. We can do it next time. I especially want to do the one where Paul McDill is on
and
there.
you can dub over for
and I'm going to just dub my voice.
Yeah.
Actually, Autumn is going to do the voiceover of the things that he's saying. We're going to turn this whole thing into a comedy is what we're going to do.
Wait a minute. I thought that's what this was.
Man, got some great people listening that are telling me. I got Tracy Nix tuning in, our old cameraman. Jake Kreck is listening. Don Griffin, of course, the Godfather, doing some producing from home. Helen Etheridge, Kevin Clark, a great group of people. 3rd down and 4. Here's the snap. Turns, hands off right side. No, it's going to be a pass outside. I don't think he's going to get it. No, he's not.
No, yeah,
they're going to give it to
progress.
him. Are you kidding me? No, he came back to the football, and they're going to give him the ball right on the
spot
35.
is going to give him, 1st down.
Oh, that's unfortunate. A nice job there by Bowles closing, but I'll tell you that was.
It's going to be an Aubrey 1st down.
was going to bring us to a first down. I mean, it is literally right on the line. And this is what Cody Stutz is arguing about.
Cody's going to come up and definitely ask the ref about that spot, forward progress, because three of the Raiders were on him really quick.
Here's the turn, handoff to the running back over that right side, breaks the line of scrimmage, and a nice job there by Helton. Nice to see him back, and helped out there by number 3, Caden Lucas. Those two seniors, good friends, good job there. 3-yard pickup for the Chaparrals. Man, Will Story running to the sideline every single time. Let's see how tired he gets. 2nd down and 7. 9:29 remaining. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Nobody in the backfield, but there is a tight end. Here's the snap. Looks over right side. Here's the approach. Raiders try to make that tackle. Nice job there by Lucas. Gets over there after I'll call it a 4-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, another 4-yard gain. The last one was 2 Jones on that far side. Really, Raider defense did a good job of collapsing in. You make that first, I'm not sure who that was out there that occupied the first blocker, then, kept him in. So another 3rd and short coming up for the Chaparrals.
Chris Flanagan listening tonight. So is Blaze Flanagan from college. One of the Raiders from last year. Here's the run right up the middle, and Raiders unable to stop it. Where's the ball? I'm not sure where the ball is there. Oh, the Raiders get the ball.
Raiders going to act like they've got this fumble, but I'm not sure. There definitely wasn't a whistle. You better watch out before they get a sideline warning.
It's the Raiders football. That was a fumble on the play. We couldn't see it. We heard the roar of the crowd, but we couldn't figure it out. But one of the Raiders, I think, just stripped the ball.
Yeah, I think it's Rashad Grant. He comes up super hyped going to the sideline, and yep, here we go. Raider offense on the field.
Is. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Here comes Maupin with Brown standing to his right. The near side, Paul Griffin all by himself. Ben Griffin to the far side alongside. Let me see who that is. That is Smith. And I can't get the other number right now. Here's the man in motion, number 16. Here's the keep himself. Here's Maupin with the ball, cuts up the field, and he's going to pick up an easy 5. Actually has to fight at the end. I said easy. Wasn't that easy?
I don't think he thought it was easy.
Riley Harris is in the slot right now. 2nd down and 5, 8:47 after the Raiders get a turnover. Here's Brown into the slot. He's got a set. Maupin claps his hand, calls for the ball. Looks over right side, wants to throw it over the middle. This ball's going to be caught by Harris. Harris down the sidelines. Oh, my goodness. He's going to take it to the house. Riley Harris in for the Raider score.
Very nice 45-yard touchdown run, or touchdown catch and run. And there's 2 Aubrey defenders right there, and he shakes one off. The other one hits the deck, and he's up the sideline for a touchdown.
Raiders lined up for 2. I suspect they're going to bring in Gabe. Yeah, they do. Here comes Pindiala. Raiders draw first blood.
8:26 on the clock. We've seen Pindiala kick for many years at this point for the Raiders.
Yeah.
It'll be fun to watch him his senior year.
I also think this is the first crew that the Raiders have ever had with a female on it.
Ivy to hold up and through. Extra point is good.
It is good, and the Raiders take the early lead, 7-0. After they get the ball second on a turnover caused by Rashad Grant. With 8:26 remaining, you're listening to the Sunnyvale Raider Network. I'm going to call it that, the Sunnyvale Raider Network, and we're glad that you've joined us here. We'll be back right after this. Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I want to say welcome. We are glad that you're joining us here, and we are Community Life Church. I want to encourage you to come to this place called home. Got a little background music there if we can. Now that's Ernie Bryant, and I'm Paul. I love Ernie. Ernie's one of the best guys I've ever met. Ernie's incredible. You all should come. And that's Dr. Joe Paris. He calls himself Dr. J, but he can't play basketball anymore. Yep, there's several other folks that you may or may not recognize, but lots of people from the community. There's Dallas Manley. She's amazing. That's Austin Patton. Apparently he has 2 questions. That's why he has his hands raised. There's a bunch of kids doing a lot of church things. Tons of young people. Bring your kids. It's going to be great. Paul wants you to know. I'm Paul, and that's my son Caleb. He's standing in the area. We use computers as much as we can. Check us out online, clifec.com, clifec.com, this Sunday, 8:30, 10 o'clock, or 11:30. That's about right. Turn off that music. Let's watch Gabe Pindiala kick it off. So here's the kickoff for the Raiders, leading 7-0. And that one's going to be into the end zone, not quite as far there for Pindiala.
That's one bounce through the end.
Pindiala's kick.
And the Raiders are headed back to the sideline, pretty fired up after that. Those first two possessions, or the first possession on the offense and the defensive stop.
Yeah.
And really, the Aubrey was coming down and kind of marching down the field. They had another run to get that first down on the short third down, but stayed up too long.
Yeah.
Got the strip.
Yeah, they had 2 first downs, and on that third opportunity, it looked like they were about to get a first down, but stripped there by Rashad Grant. Told me he was going to have a big game tonight. Told me he'd either have 3 sacks or 3 turnovers, so we'll see how that goes. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near. Running back stands to the right of number 7, Story. Story's going to keep it himself over that right side. And the ball's out again. The ball's out again. The ball's out again. The Raiders have it. The Raiders have the football. The Raiders football again. They didn't see it.
They didn't see it.
None of the officials saw it. The ball was sitting there, and the officials did not see that the ball was on the ground before the guy hit it. That was amazing. I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire. That's
definitely
awesome.
came out before he went down.
There is no question that all had to do with the officials. Now this is a. So is this a 7-man crew? No, yeah, it's a 6-man crew.
I think
7-man crew. I don't know how they missed that, honestly. Here's a good run play by Aubrey over that right side, and the Raiders having to see if they can make a stop. That was a big 7-8 yard pickup. Raiders struggling to stop the run right there.
Yeah, this is another one that's coming up the middle. And again, as we talked about, AB having graduated, he's gone off to play at Hardin Simmons, I believe. Mary Hardin Baylor. Thought you said something. Anyway, so definitely some big shoes, big paws. He had some big paws at times when we talked to him.
Yeah.
In that middle, I'm gonna have to sure that up.
Oh man, that tight formation. Will Story is the quarterback. Got 2 guys behind him. Now man in motion right side, going to turn handoff right side. Oh, here's a big hit behind the line of scrimmage, and that's a big stop. Is that number 9, Brady Woolston? Yeah, Woolston with the big hit from the tackle position, and I would assume that Aubrey's
always over there too.
Yeah, I would assume you got to punt this.
Yeah, 4th and 3.
But I'll tell you what.
Comes the punt team.
So back deep for the Raiders is number. Now you got to be careful here when the ball is going to be up in a heavy breeze like this. You got to be careful.
Alejandro Chavez, number 25. He's a junior, back to kick this one away.
And is that? I'm not sure who that is back there. That was a heck of a punt. I knew that was coming. I told you that was going to happen. I think I told you that was going to happen. You just have to be super careful.
Yes.
Yeah, Grayson Walker goes up to make the play, and the Aubrey Chaparrals.
To your point, that breeze out of the north, it comes up in stalls.
The ball stalls on the way down. I knew exactly what was going to happen because you have to reach for it, and the sophomore is speedy, and we certainly would have loved to seen him get it, but I think you should have let that one fall with this kind of breeze. 1st and 10, Aubrey Chaparrals. Boy, that was a killer right there, an absolute killer, a momentum changer. And remember, you want to score while you can. You got the wind at your back. Here's pass over right side, big hit. Thought for a minute that was going to be a fumble. That pass is incomplete. 6:13 remaining. We're going up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, really good coverage there, and really, if he breaks on it a hair earlier, he's taking that one to the house.
Now the bad side about that is that they're already in 4-down territory, Brandon. 2nd down and 10. Man in motion left to right. Receiver split either side. Quarterback Story calls for the ball. Now man across his face. Turn hands off left side. Raiders are there. Let's see if they can make the play. They do. Drop him for a loss of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 13.
And that is Brandon Wright again in the backfield, able to get hands on hips and slow him down enough. He got some help pretty quickly, but able to jump in there, the junior.
Looks to be a loss of 3, going to be 3rd and 13 at the 37 for Aubrey.
3rd down, 13. 2 receivers wide side, 2 to the near. We've got to be careful if you're the Raiders. Want to make sure that you may force him to make a good throw. Here it comes right over the middle. That ball's going to be almost picked off by Drew Gardner, and let me tell you, that would have been a house call. It's going to bring up 4th down and 13.
Yeah, Drew Gardner, another one of those big-time seniors. And, yeah, he was going the other way very quickly.
Now, are they going to punt again? I think they're going to punt. I don't think he can kick a field goal into this.
Yeah, 25, Chavez back out to line up. I mean, yeah, it's 4th and 13.
Raiders, I would be super careful right here. I would just get out of the way.
Chavez set up his punt.
Yeah, last punt had a lot of penetration up the middle of their.
Chavez was a dude on that last punt. I'm telling you right now. Now you can, now.
That flag comes in.
Middle of the field, not sure what that is. It's weird to get a holding call while the ball's in the air there, but I guess they did.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on the Raiders, and that's.
It's holding while the ball's in the air.
But ref with the ball is kind of walking around. Maybe, well,
I'm not sure what's going on here. It's 1st down for the Raiders. Okay, that's the first thing.
Where are they putting this?
I'm not sure where they're starting. Some kind of confusion out on the field, and we're confused as well. So, I think they're going to go back half the distance to the goal. So it's going to put the ball on like the 8-yard line. Ended up being a really good kick. It would have been the 16, which the Raiders would have been happy with. They're going to put it on the 10-yard line, or no, they're moving it to the 9-yard line. Okay, 9-yard line. Here they come out onto the field. Up front, you got Ekwu, Burleson, Ogwin, Bracino, and on the left side over there, you've got Cooper Eastman.
It's going to be 1st and 10 on their own 8.
So Riley Harris moves from the left side to the right to stand over by Paul Griffin. I think that's I think Grayson Walker is in, as well as on the far side is Ben Griffin.
Eli Delaba.
Here's the handoff right side. This is Brown. Brown's going to get, oh, man, he's going to get, 3 yards.
Well, it's one of those, I think, you know, he's a hard runner. You see his legs keep churning through that even after the contact, and he's going to be able to spin off of some of those and be able to shed some of those and really get up the field.
Yeah. Now, Hudson Leonard comes in the ball game.
Going to be 2nd and 7 for the Raiders.
They're covered up on that far side. I don't know if they know it. The ball's going to be received by Hudson Leonard. Leonard over that right side. He's going to get, looked like it was going to get more than that. He got 3, maybe 4 out to the 15-yard line.
No, that was Riley Harris, 16.
Oh, yeah, 19 is coming in now, okay. I wasn't sure who that was, but looked like it was Leonard. I thought he came in. Bunch formation this time. Oh, a false start against the Raiders. That's super unfortunate. Bracino, the sophomore, starting his first game for the Raiders.
Yeah, going from 3rd and 3 to now 3rd and 8. It's going to really change your play call.
Yep. Those pre-snap penalties are a killer. Man, this wind, it's hard. It's probably hard to throw into this wind. I mean, with this wind, you know it? This thing is just whipping through here. .405 on the clock here in the first. So here's Maupin over the right side. He's going to throw that ball over the middle. Here's the ball caught by number 21. That's Brown to the 30. Cuts outside to the 35. Got to hang on to the football. He does. 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Raiders. Sure look like, fortunate for the Raiders, looked like Smith might have started a bit early, but he did not apparently. Brown gets loose, and a nice job there by Maupin to get a throwing lane. 3:48 remaining, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Turn hands off Brown left side. Nice running room here. Now I think they're going to say the ball was stripped out of Brown's hands. I thought he was down at that moment. But another fumble in the ball game. After that beautiful play by the sophomore Brown, the next play gets open but not able to convert.
Shout out to NXT Premier Greens, providing top quality turf for a winning field. Quick Bid is proud to support the Aubrey Chaparral football season. Show your Chaparral pride with the custom Quick Bank School logo debit card. Learn more at quickbank.com. It's not just banking.
So 1st and 10 now for the Aubrey Chaparrals after the second turnover of the ball game for the Raiders. The second one was about right here as well. The only good piece of news is that they're going to be going into the wind here for at least for the initial part of this. Here's the snap. Turns. Oh, that ball's on the ground as well. I'm not sure who got it.
I think Aubrey's going to maintain possession here. Quarterback was able to jump on it pretty quickly, but again, that's another that's hit the ground. And so that number 4, 2 of which resulted in turnovers. That one resulted in a loss of 2.
Yeah, well, the Raiders got one while ago that didn't count. Remember that?
Right. No, that's what I'm counting. I still can't believe that one hit. And it's like the Raiders didn't act excited enough to be picking up off the.
Well, I don't think they thought. No one knew it was all out. I mean, we did because we could see it from way up here. 2nd down and 12. Here is Story. Story calls for the ball, rolls over to his left side, looks over the middle, wants to throw it. Here's the ball, near side. That ball is going to be incomplete, and a beautiful play there. Was that Becker? Let me tell you something. That was a play by Klein Becker. A nice job.
Yeah, saved a big play there.
Pick up
able
3rd
to
down.
recover, kind of deep double move, and the quarterback, I think, took a pretty good hit, and he's a little slow to get up as he's walking back out there, but good. I mean, he had it caught, and Klein's able to get a hand in there and knock it out and really save the big play.
Yeah.
And now, Aubrey looking at another 3rd down. This is a 3rd and 12, so a long way to go. Trying to get to the 32 with 2:45 left in the first.
It was a pretty good pass there by Story. So 3 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. There is nobody in the backfield alongside Story. That snap is low. Story rolls over near side. That's got to be a holding. They called it. Story's going to keep it himself. Here's another hold. Raiders going to move that back.
Yeah, that was going to be a hold on number 44, Stephen Wilson, as he was trying to get around the end as the quarterback swung out to the near side. So a couple of holds, they'll take that one back up another 10. So now 3rd and 22.
By the way, I learned last year his name is Stefan Wilson.
Oh, well, there we go. Stefan Wilson. Being a menace on that edge.
Right. .238 remaining in the first quarter. Raiders lead at 7-0, as you can see on your screen. We will have some improvements this year, and hopefully we'll eventually have sound for our commercials. Or maybe you just like us lip syncing.
I really like the lip syncing version so far.
3rd down and about 23. Throws over. It's over right side. Here's Story over the right side. Going to get that ball. That ball's incomplete.
And again, the quarterback Story is under pressure by the front 4 of the Raiders. Good coverage in the secondary. Again, trying to throw at Klein Becker. That pass is going to go well above. But good defense so far by the Raiders.
Chat fans, did you know the Aubrey Athletic Booster Club supports not just football, but also cheerleading, volleyball, cross
4th down, 23.
powerlifting, and golf?
Man, I have really been impressed with the punter. Number 25, Alejandro Chavez. Man, that dude is really punting the ball a long way. That ball was blocked. Get away from it if you're the Raiders. If you're the Raiders, you got to get away from it. Pick it up. Now if you're the Raiders, you can pick that ball up and run it. You can pick it up and run it if you're the Raiders.
They just kind of slap it forward.
No, if they slap the ball, you can pick it up and run, and there's no danger.
Right.
If you fumble it on the 3-yard line, you get another time.
Got Brady Woolston there at the end, dropping down on it. Make sure Raiders keep it. A little bit of a discussion.
2:03 remaining. Not sure what is this after the play. Let's see. Illegal touching on the offense. So I guess they batted it. I guess they're calling a batting. Because you can't. I guess you can't bat the ball. Is that correct? We need the Godfather to give us some. Where's the old ball coach when you need him? Doug Williams.
Right.
Is that a 10-yard penalty? That's a very obscure penalty. I need someone to look that up and send me a text. Batting the football.
Yeah, can't say I've ever seen that happen. Or at least the call for it for sure. I don't know, I guess if you
Paul
can
Griffin and
sell it
Harris
off.
to the near side. On the far side is Ben Griffin and I believe is that Drew? Here's Maupin's going to keep it himself over the right side. Got some room. He's going to get down close to the 16-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
15-yard run for Maupin.
Brown comes back in, right? No, this is Caden Walton, the freshman. The freshman is playing. Scary. Might get his first carry here. Bunch formation near side. Here's a turn. Looks over right side's going to fake it. Throw it to Smith. Smith the left side. Smith the 10 to the 5. Smith real close to the end zone.
Yeah, it does a good job. Yeah, they're going to push him out about the
3-yard line.
Somewhere in that 2 or 3 yard line.
Smith doing a nice job of getting open there. That was a beautiful play design.
15-yard pitch and catch. And he's a load. He's one of those. You see him coming across, and I don't think that secondary wants to tackle him.
Yep. Now, do you give the ball? Do you put the ball in the freshman's hands down here? Or do you try to get another one on the board before you start doing much? Ball's on the 1-yard line.
There, you might as well.
Here's the freshman. I think he scores. Walton, the freshman, moving up because of an injury, takes the ball in to the end zone. And how about that? The Raiders lead it 13-0. Love the way the Raiders celebrate with one another. That's a lot of fun. Zoom in a little bit there. There you go. Like that. There you go. All right, that's up and in. And Gabe Pendiala with the extra point. You want me to try another one? You want me to try another commercial?
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
See what
we have to say.
See what we got on this one.
Houston Telos, State Farm agent. Not only is he amazing, he's really good looking. You like to be around Houston Telos. He does a great job. It's a great job of supporting the Raiders. What a beard. Look at the beard on that guy. And he wants you to know that he supports the Raiders, does a player of the game, and presents them with a football. Houston Telos, what a great community leader, and we're so glad to have them as a title sponsor. I don't feel quite as comfortable making fun of him as I do Paul McDill. But Houston Telos, local State Farm agent, know that you're going to want to be supporting him in the days ahead.
We'll for sure circle back on Paul, see what he says this time.
I think, it's going to be different, I think, every time. And then Autumn is going to do that one next time. I don't know. I feel like we could get censored because of something that Autumn says. I just feel like it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun adventure. So here's Pendiala set to kick the 40-yard line. Here's the approach. Here's the kick. This ball is high and lands in the back of the end zone.
Another one bounce out of the back of the end zone. And, I mean, that leg's fun to – now, he's got some wind at his back with this.
You think?
But he's using it.
You're like, is it just me or – I mean, how much is Aubrey looking forward to switching directions? You know,
I would think so, for sure.
Yeah. You know, a couple of turnovers here for the Raiders, you know, lost a couple of possessions. And here comes Story the junior leads his squad back out on the field. One receiver to the far side. Actually, that's two. Pistol formation behind Story. That is Dormus. Turn, hands off right up the middle. Oh, nice run here. Oh, but a good job of closing. Who's that? Well, guess who? That's Austin Helton. Helton with the tackle after 5. Doing a good job of shedding a blocker and then still making that tackle. Nice job of by Helton. No surprise at all. Kind of getting his legs under him.
But again, showing a bit of a soft spot right now up the middle of that Raider defense. We're going to have to see how that, as they fix that over the course of the season.
They're really spreading them out. I don't know if you can see that. So Helton's there by himself inside. Now over that right side. Big hit here. Stefan. Who else was in on that?
Half the defense was in on that one by the time they got him
15
down.
is who? Is that?
That's Eli Delama.
Okay,
is what I've got him at.
They're like, we're coming after you. 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, seen quite a few guys on that front 4 tonight.
3rd down and 5.
Swapping sides now. Stefan's gone on the far side. You got Delama on the near side. So let's see, 58 and 60.
3 receivers
Jason
coming.
Milligan and Selah Smith, the inside.
Here, turn, hands off right side. Tries to get into the secondary. Not going to be able to do it. The Raiders call timeout. Do you call timeout here with the wind or no?
Well, you've only got 5 seconds. Yeah, I think they're going to let this one roll.
Yeah.
But that'll be the end of the first.
That is the end of the first. Raiders lead at 14-0 here in Aubrey, Texas. We'll be back here on the Raider Sports Network right after this.
Got lots of friendly volunteers waiting to be served up some treats to you.
So Aubrey out with their, what number punt is this tonight? Like 4? It's kind of crazy.
It might be 4. I know it's at least 3. High snap's going to go over the top, and he's under pressure really quick.
Oh, yeah. You can pick that up. You can pick that up. So it doesn't really matter. It's the Raiders' ball.
Unless they, yeah.
No, the Raiders never got the, I mean, it doesn't matter who got the football. Raiders tried to pick it up, but it doesn't matter. That ball was blocked and over his head.
Brandon Wright and Stefan Wilson back there very quickly.
I was looking down trying to address a particular issue, and all of a sudden I looked up and the ball's over the guy's head.
Offense is going to come out at the 6-yard line.
That's how you want it when you're going in the wind, right?
Right.
It is going to be first and goal for the Raiders.
So we've got out there the receivers. They're going to bring in a tight formation. The 2 receivers are going to be Paul Griffin and Ben Griffin. Grayson Smith and Dalaba are the ends. The receivers both off the line. Walton. Raiders going to call timeout. Raider faithful on the far side, watching this break. As the Sunnyvale Raiders try to punch one in, they got first and goal from the 6-yard line. They lead it 14-0. And the Raiders, and I guess since we're on the Raider Network, Brandon, can we say we now?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, all right.
Even more than we used to say, but yeah. I would think so.
Yeah. I just want to point out, I pulled a Gonzo twice. I did it on the punt. Did you notice that I said at the end of the run, I said, man, I told Brown, you got to hang on to the football there, and they gave him the ball the next play.
I know. That,
and I'm like,
you're 2 for 2 tonight on Gonzos, and get it out of your system now.
I'm going to. We can't have it in district or in the playoffs, that's for sure. I got to watch that out. I got to watch out. I'm going to spread it out. Here's DeLava, goes in motion, comes into the backfield. Maupin calls for the ball. He's going to hand off to Walton. Walton's going to lose 2.
A bit of a jailbreak there at the offensive line. A lot of penetration really quick.
I'm not sure what happened to that one, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely not what they wanted to do.
Takes down Walton for a short loss.
Now this play may well be a pass to Smith. Send it to him in the corner. You know it? Now, you got to be careful into this wind that you don't underthrow it, especially if you're going to throw it to Smith. I'm going to say he was heading towards, looking to the near side here.
He's got him back of the end zone.
Back of the end zone. No, he's going to run it himself. He's going to score. How about that?
Ball comes out. No, they're going to call a touchdown.
They're going to call him a touchdown. They're going to say he hit the ground. They're calling a touchdown for the Raiders.
Yeah, he had Paul Griffin.
Yeah, breaking open, but he didn't have, But once again,
by that point he was across the line of scrimmage for sure. And
I think Paul broke open before that, and if he could have possibly hit him, but honestly, there was enough space in front of him that you go ahead and take that.
Well, and the Aubrey front line is getting some good penetration and flushes Maupin out of the pocket pretty quickly and forces him out and around. Now, one thing that we do know is Maupin's got some legs, so he's able to do a lot on the ground. Here's
the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. And the new score, Sunnyvale Raiders 21, Aubrey Chaparral 0. They'll be back here on the Raider Sports Network right after this. Oh, and here's Paul McDill again. Wish that Ottoman had something to say. He's inviting you to his church. That's a coffee bar. That's Ernie. High five. We promise you a high five every time that you come. The preaching's going to be okay. Depends who's preaching. A lot of different people preach around here. It's Dr. Joe Paris. He'll do a rousing ministry moment. And then
might have audio.
Look at this.
I mean, it doesn't sound great, but
dynamic worship,
how about that?
Inspiring messages and
Can you do it again? Try it again. Start over.
Our children's programs provide a safe and fun environment.
Oh no, what did I do? Oh, you done messed me up, something fierce.
Me?
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. We have a campus that's conveniently located right here in Sunnyvale. And as the new school year begins, it's the perfect time for you to join us. At Community Life Church, we believe in the life-changing power of God, and we know that people meet God here. At our Sunnyvale campus, we are adding a service starting September 8th so that we can have room for you. Our new service times will be 8:30, 10, and 11:30. We offer something for everyone. Dynamic worship, inspiring messages, and programs for all ages. Our children's programs provide a safe and fun.
Well, there we go. We finally got some sound working. We'll see if we can keep it working. And how about Gabe Pindiala into that win, kicking the ball 5 yards deep in the end zone? Let me tell you something. That is legit. That's a weapon right there. Gabe Pindiala. We're talking about this with the Godfather. It's very possible that Gabe Pindiala could be the all-time leading scorer in the history of Sunnyvale football. How about that, huh? Interesting.
All-time
leading scorer for the Raiders. So Cameron Haygood, their linebacker, is going to come in at running back. I think they're just going to try to I don't know. Will Story is the quarterback. One receiver wide side, two to the near. Looks, turns off to Haygood. Here's the big fullback right up the middle, and he's may take it to the house. Let's see. Haygood right up the middle, and I'll tell you, Raiders able to knock it away, but not quite quick enough. Haygood, tell you what, saw it coming when it came in. The linebacker just right up the middle, and the Raiders, I'm not sure, but it was like the Red Sea parted. Got to keep that intensity. 21-6 now, with the extra point try to come. Peyton Campbell, the junior, set to kick. Can't be too mad at the defense at this point, though, can you?
Yeah, to give up one play and now the extra point.
They're going to call offsides on the defense. Well, they're trying to get, I'll tell you what, that was huge for Aubrey right there. Absolutely huge.
Quarter 9 now is Sunnyvale 21, Aubrey 7.
Not exactly sure what all happened there. They spread them out. I have to check and see, but I have to watch the video, but not sure what happened.
While we got a moment, we're going to send a shout out to Upper Park Cafe, fueling fans and players, one cup at a time.
It is. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Jake Craig. Sent me the proper thing from ChatGPT that batting a football in NCAA high school is a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Well, it's 21-7 now, 10:48 remaining. Now you're watching for an onside kick here, Brandon? I think with the win, they're not going to onside kick it, but they might. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean, you got 10:48 in the quarter, or in the half, and I don't know. It'd be interesting. It's depending on what you want. I don't think you want to give the Raiders a short field. I mean, not that you ever do, but I think it's one of those that maybe early in the game for it.
Is this Walker? Yeah, that's Grayson Walker over the near side. I don't know if could be a block in the back there, but I don't think they called it. Walker's going to be absolutely drilled at the 22-yard line. Might would have called a fair catch there, because I think if you get the ball on the 25-yard line into the wind, you got to be happy, right?
Well, I mean, it's one thing for me to see here. I thought he had a lane a little bit earlier.
Okay.
They're coming. They're running cross. They're trying to get around that corner, but
well, if Grayson
just kind of ran out of.
If Grayson Walker could just see what we could see from up here,
right,
it would be. I think he'd be better.
I don't have nearly that problem on the Xbox.
That's right. So 21-7, two receivers wide side, two to the near side. Late guy from Aubrey comes in late. Two receivers. Walton stands to the left of.
The Raiders got them spread wide, numbers to numbers.
Raiders called timeout, I think, before the penalty. They did. You take it with them? We have.
Yeah, let's see what I can do. I might have.
It's like a timeout call by
Do we have Houston Telos, maybe? Get that one?
Yeah.
That State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
There's some kind of, I don't know what's happening exactly, but some kind of discussion on the field of some sort. I don't know. So Maupin with Walton, the freshman, standing to his right. Talk about a baptism into varsity. It appears that Brown's being looked at on the far side. Walton in motion. Go over left side, now throws it out to Walton, the freshman, to the 20, cuts the inside to the 25. He's going to get to the 28-yard line. Could be a 6-yard pickup. Nice pitch and catch. Raiders like to have a nice long drive here, honestly. There's the snap. No, Walton misses. Nobody's there. Walton went to the wrong side. Anthony Wright comes in.
Going to be third and about 10 for Sunnyvale.
So 2 receivers stacked on the far side, 2 to the near side. Anthony's in. Ant Williamson. Well, I'm not sure. A delay of game does not help. Well, Raiders go in the wrong direction right now. A lot of things have kind of gone wrong here.
Lost 5 for Sunnyvale. Going to be 30-14.
Third down, 14. Maupin calls for the ball, looks over right side, wants to throw it down deep. Here's the ball intended for 28. Walker with the catch to the 20, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown Raiders. Talk about a house call. What a beautiful pass right there by Maupin.
82-yard touchdown throw by the junior.
On a 3rd down and 13. Let me just tell you something. If a scout knew what wind he threw that into,
right,
and how he drops that in, the junior drops that into the sophomore.
That was a heck of a throw.
I cannot tell you how far that ball went, but it went a long, long way. 8:52 remaining. So here's the hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And the new score, Sunnyvale Raiders 28, Aubrey Chaparral 7. The Raiders cover them up and score on them. We'll be back on the Sunnyvale Raider Sports Network right after this.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
And the Raiders stretch out the lead 28-7. And Brandon, you've got to be impressed with what you're seeing from this Raider offense. Honestly, defense has been good too, just one play.
Right. There's been some big yardage through the air. And, between Walker, between Riley,
There's a couple of sophomores, Walker and Riley, Riley Harris and Grayson Walker. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, big through the air and able to get those in the end zone. Another one, by Maupin puts one in. You said Walton puts one in. It's been, prolific offense so far.
So here's the kick. How about that? Another one 5 yards deep in the end zone. I don't know how stiff the breeze is. What would you say, 15, 20 miles an hour?
I mean, it's off and on. You can kind of see the flags on the far side. but just definitely one of those it's kind of all over the place.
So 1st and 10 for the Aubrey Chaparrals. One receiver to the far side, 2 to the near. Here's the snap, turn, hands off. Oh, big collision right there in the hole. I'm going to guess that was number 22. Yes, it was. 4-yard pickup, though, and a nice job by Helton. Drew Gardner goes and slaps him 5. It looked like movement, right side. Grayson Smith is going to drag down the receiver. That's number 16, Luke Hellman. It's going to be a first down right at the 35-yard line, right on the marker. Got right to it. We are way up high. If you didn't hear us, we have to climb about a 15 to 20 foot ladder. Here, turn, Story hands off right left side. Drew Gardner makes the initial hit after a pretty good little pickup, though. 6 yards before he's brought down there by, not sure who made the final thing. Was that Stefan? Second down and 4. One receiver far side, 2 to the near. Aubrey calls for the ball, man in motion across the face of the quarterback as number 20 turns, hands off right side. Oh, here's Stefan in the backfield. A nice hit right there. Loss of 2 back to the 39-yard line. So 3rd down and 7. Receiver split either way. Number 20, Osterman, started in the backfield, now split out. 3rd down, 6. Looks over right side. Want to throw that out route. Smith looked like he was going to be able to make the play, but doesn't. Right at the, once again, right at the 45-yard line on 3rd down. Hey, that's a good play. That extend a play out there is a good thing for them, for the Aubrey Chaparrals. Kason Milligan checks out of the ball game. It looks like, is that Selah in there? Yeah, Selah Smith. So 1st and 10 now, man in motion. This is the oh my goodness, what a hit. Let me just tell you something. That is a, I cannot wait. I wish that Helton could have seen that hit. Blake Helton could have seen that hit by Austin Helton. So 2nd down and 8. Folks, we have some broadband issues sometimes. So sometimes the picture will lag and things. We do the best we can. 2nd down and 8. Turns, almost gets away from the tailback. Haygood over that right side. And a nice tackle there. Who's that? Is that Smith? Yeah, Smith comes up, makes a big play, loss of 1, 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, another couple plays in there that are really keeping them close and not giving a whole lot of space. And that's going to back them up 3rd and long, third and 9 to go at their own 46-yard line. And it's kind of one of those, it's either big plays or not much at all. And that's really kind of been a lot of both offensive, not necessarily any of those sustained drives that have with lots of first downs, but we'll see from there.
2 receivers near side, 1 to the far. There's 1 running back. Timeout's going to be called by the Aubrey Chaparrals. and bring up third down and 9. We'll take it with them here on the
Timeout, Aubrey.
Raider Network. We'll be back right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
We are back here in Aubrey, Texas. It's a third down and 9. Aubrey Chaparral's on the move, but they do trail 28-7. So third down and 9. Here's the snap, turns. Oh, Story sees what he likes down the middle of the field. Here's the deep ball. Going to be caught there. She's going to take it. It's going to be a penalty.
Flag on the play.
Thought all along it was absolutely a penalty. No questions asked.
It's not all that bad.
I don't think
so you're going to give up 15 yards here,
I
but
think
as
that's
opposed to the 20-yard line down there, Jake Ivey really in that coverage kind of got under, and the quarterback ends up underthrowing him, so he comes back under, which puts him kind of in a rough spot. So I don't necessarily have a big problem with that because it's a lot better than the 50-yard pass that was about to be.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's bad. The crazy thing is it was underthrown, and Jake could have had it, but there's no way for him to know that because the guy had gotten behind him.
Right.
So 4:32.
Going to be first and 10 for Aubrey at the Sunnyvale 36.
First down and 10. And in motion, cross face the quarterback. Here's Story now with the flip. Near side, big hit there twice by the Raiders. Nice hit. Man, that's Helton. I'll just tell you, it is a beautiful thing to see Justin Helton back on the field.
Oh, for sure. And I know he's excited to be back out there.
Missed
an
entire season, all 13 games last year. Played in the scrimmage, and, man, that guy's a warrior. Love him. Second down and 12. Here's Story, now looks over right side. Raiders coming at him, but let's see if he can make the play. The ball's almost intercepted. Jake Ivey was in position. The pass was intended for number 10, Cole Trevisco, and falls incomplete, third down and 12. Third down and 12. Story calls the play. They break the huddle. Two receivers either side of the line of scrimmage. Looks like these guys are covered up on the near side, but they let that go most of the time. Here now Story looks over the middle. That ball is going to be, caught. Really nice play just over the head of number 3. That's at Lucas, yeah. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And as soon as I pull a little gonzo here as we talk about this drive that's really kind of continuing to march itself down the field. Had, big defensive penalty, gave it life again.
Yeah.
But again, another first down for Aubrey as we tick down 3:26 and ticking in the half. Need to get a Raider stop.
Story going to keep it over the right side himself, and he's going to be absolutely slammed there by Helton and Drew Gardner. Those dudes can play. Second down and 10. The other thing is the clock is running. You're against the wind here, Brandon. Listen, if the Raiders have deferred, is there any chance you take the wind in the third quarter and just take the air out of the ball, knowing that they haven't, even in the wind, Aubrey hasn't just been lighting it up, throwing it?
Yeah, it's an interesting, right? You wanted in the third to kind of.
Dormus now gets the ball over that right side. He's going to get a pretty good pickup there, maybe 6, 7 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
7-yard run brings up, yeah, to your point, another 3rd and short. Again, this is kind of between the tackle running here and able to get down the field.
Yeah, we missed, missing
need
Alaric.
a big stop here, 2:17 on the clock.
Definitely miss Alaric Brown inside there. A couple other players. Jude Miles, a senior this year, is out for this game. 3rd down and 3.
3rd and 3 for Aubrey.
Dormus behind him. Turns going to hand off to Dormus right up the middle. Going to get another 1st down to the 10-yard line.
See if I can't keep the clock going. Sorry, guys. Getting used to the new season.
Smith on the stop again for Sunnyvale. Timeout, Aubrey.
Aubrey calls their final timeout.
Correction, that is a 2-minute.
Oh, I forgot about the 2-minute warning now, huh?
Hey, and at the half, you should visit our Chef Shack with all of your
We got to go ahead, take a break.
team prices.
Know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So 1:56 remaining. It's the situation. Raiders should get the ball in the second half, but there is some question in my mind as to whether or not you should take the win. But, I don't know. So here's the turn, hands over left side. Oh, and a nice tackle right there, Smith. That's how you play it.
Yeah, that's a heck of a play right there, and
Yeah,
it's really going to make a big difference.
That's how you make that play.
Grayson Smith on stop there for the Raiders.
Dormus on that. Second down and 10. Aubrey taking their sweet time. They just want to make sure the Raiders don't have any time with the ball when they get it back to them one way or another. Obviously, they want points on the board, but we'll wait and see. I suspect this one's going to be handed off to Haygood. Yes, it is, over that left side. And that ball's on the ground. Thought it was, maybe not.
You never quite know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't see the beanbag come out, but wouldn't be the first time.
No, 3rd down and 9. Haygood's still in the backfield. Raiders looked a little disheveled right there. Ball gets down at the 6-yard line. Are they going to kick it here? Or are they going to go for it? On 4th down and 5. They don't have a timeout, I don't believe.
The scoreboard shows them as having one. Yeah,
well, they had one while ago.
They're going to let this one go down. I think he was saying we're going to call the timeout at 2 seconds.
Okay.
Which I think I may be a second off with my clock. They're pretty close.
Trying our best.
Or maybe 2 in the shot.
So I'm a little confused. I guess I thought Aubrey had already they just used their 3rd timeout a minute ago. I'm very confused by that, but we'll wait and see. My guess is you kick this, right? You just can't. You can't.
I would think so. I think you're wanting to get any points on the board.
I know.
Now, I mean, you're down by 3 touchdowns right now.
Yeah, which leads me to believe that you go for it, but doggone, you've got to get the play. You've got to score.
Right.
Now you could run a fake. They did bring the kicker out there. Number 32 is out there, which is Campbell. Remember, you can get, if you get a penalty if you're the Raiders, it's an untimed down. So you got to watch the fake here. There's no reason to really try to block it. You're not going to block this. Don't get overzealous. I'm sure Cody told him that. Just let them take it, and that's the end of the half. 28-7 is the score, or 28-10 will be our halftime score. The Sunnyvale Raiders leading the Aubrey Chaparrals. If they want the ball, the Raiders will have it to start the second half. I guess that feels kind of like a tie, like kissing your sister right there, doesn't it? I mean, for both teams, neither team felt really great about the 3 points. 28-10 is our score. We're so grateful that you've joined us. We finally have our sound back after, I don't know, just some laying on of hands and some miracle things happening up here. We're not really positive.
How many different cables Brandon can pull out of the backpack.
Yep, and finally we got the right one. So, folks, we really do appreciate you for listening here on the Raider Sports Network. We are in our inaugural broadcast. Of course, we missed the Godfather, not with us tonight, as well as Doug Williams out for a couple of weeks. And next week will be at Carrollton Creekview, I believe. And it's 28-10. That'll be an away game as well before we return back to the friendly confines of Raider Stadium for 3 in a row. Before the Raiders head back on the road to play Ferris. Start that district play. Well, so thanks for listening so far. We're going to do a little halftime show in a minute. We're going to hear from Coach Cody Stutz in a minute. But before we do that, let's hear a couple of commercials then from Coach Cody Stutz. Can we do that, Brandon?
I think so.
All right. A couple of commercials, pay a few bills for the Raider Sports Network, and then we'll be hearing from Coach Cody Stutz.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. I would like to invite you to join us at our Sunnyvale campus this coming Sunday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. We take great care to provide engaging worship experiences for people of all ages. From your very first visit, we trust that you will find our environment is welcoming, our atmosphere is casual, and our message is God-honoring and helpful. And as a bonus, you will find that many of our members are active leaders in our Sunnyvale community. So we are confident that you will see some familiar and friendly faces. So check out our website at sealifec.com and make the choice to visit us on the south side of 80 this coming Sunday. At Sea Life, we are serious about connecting people with God and one another, and we always support the Raiders.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What-A-Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team. At Trinity
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're here with Coach Cody Stutz on the Coach Cody Stutz Show. And Coach Stutz, first of all, you've got to be excited about kicking it off on Friday night.
Yes, we're fired up. We're ready to go. It's felt like it's been forever since we played a game, but we're looking forward to traveling to Aubrey Friday night.
When you look back over this camp and I guess the entire off season, what has been your focus and what has taken the most of your attention kind of going into your second year as a head coach?
I would say with this team, we're currently today, we have 59 kids that will be dressing out Friday night. And, the focus this year with these kids, with a lot of returning guys, is it's not about peaking in August. It's not about playing your best football in August. It's about playing your best football, as we enter the playoffs. And I keep comparing it to a track season where we're going to start here, and our goals are to grow and develop each week and continue to get better. But not get discouraged when things aren't going exactly as they were when we finished last year. But it's going to be a grind of a season, and we're just going to continue to get better each week.
Well, once again, last year you struggled through and reaped the benefits of having a very difficult season, certainly the first 5 games. Talk about that and what it means for your program and what you anticipate happening this year.
Yeah, I'm just, we spend a lot of time as a coaching staff getting together and talking about, pre-district schedule, and we're already talking about next year as we do realignment. But we're just believers in playing a difficult schedule and playing people that have playoff experience and have winning records and winning traditions, and we really do believe that playing these teams helps us in the long run. As we learn from our mistakes, and we play challenging opponents. It helps us prepare for these same type of teams when we get into playoffs. As we've seen, we played 2 of them in the playoffs last year, and so we feel like getting these guys early and learning from our mistakes is truly it benefits in the long run.
So you look at this senior class, and every time we have our first interview, we talk about that class. Tell me what you appreciate most about this senior class and what you're expecting from them. Perhaps one of the widest amount of contribution from a senior class in a long time.
Yeah, these are program kids. They're Raiders. This senior class are kids that have been here for a long time, and they play. They're multi-sporty kids. They play different sports, and they seem to love each other. They appreciate each other. A lot of them have grown up together, even from Sarissa to middle school to high school. They have a long winning tradition, and they're leaders. And I know they're excited, and we're excited, and it's truly a blessing and to get to coach these kids. And our coaches feel the same way, and so it's as close to a family as you can possibly have. And I believe there's 20 of them now. We've had a few more come back out, and we're fired up to get rolling. And I know the senior class is going to lead the charge.
Well, when you think about this first game of the season, you will be playing and heading up to Aubrey to play the Chaparrals. Chaparrals have had a very good program over the last few years. They did graduate very heavy last year, but they are ranked locally ahead of the Raiders, which of course doesn't mean anything. How do you prepare for a program that's really just kind of reloading because these aren't kids you saw last year on the field?
Yeah, Coach Ivy out there, he does a great job. They are 4A Division I program. You watch them grow and develop throughout their course of their season. They always have a hard pre-district schedule. They play in one of the toughest districts in the state in 4A Division I. They gave Salina all they could handle in the third round playoffs last year. And so last 4 years we played them. I know that the games have been tough. Reload or not with them, they're going to bring all that they have. So we're facing them and preparing for them as if we're no different than the previous 4 years. We know that they're going to be well coached, disciplined, tough. We're expecting a tough game again. That's going to be decided maybe late in the game or maybe more closer than anyone realizes. It is interesting. They are a top 20 team. I want to say 4 Division I, and they are retiring us in the area right now. So it's going to be a challenging, fun game.
So you talk every week about each player improving during the course of the week, and one thing that you want them to take away from that ball game as they move towards the district schedule and then towards the playoffs. What is it that you're hoping for you as the head coach? What would you like to see as moments of growth in even this first game?
I think we're going to start fast offensively. I think we've had some holes and question marks really with we lost AB. AB was a 4-year starter.
It was basically 3 players.
Yeah, it was basically 3 players, and so it's hard to replace AB. I don't know if you're replacing AB. We're only looking to kind of fill those shoes as much as possible. So I'm interested to see what it's going to look like without AB when things start getting hard in the trenches. He was kind of our anchor for so long, and so I'm curious to see how the D-line will step up. We have a very strong linebacker core coming back and safety crew coming back, but I really feel like improvement the most we're probably going to see is offensively. We have an experienced group of offensive linemen. We have a quarterback that's is probably way ahead than he was last year, coming in as a sophomore, first-year starter. And we have a strong core of receivers that are experienced and they're disciplined, and they know exactly what we want in our offense. And so I'm interested to see us defensively try to step up. I know offensively we're going to start fast, and so we'll see how it goes.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great season last year. Looking forward to watching the Raiders this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys.
That is Coach Cody Stutz joining us here on the Raider Network. We'll be back for the start of the ball game right after this.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What a Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Now, Raider fans, on your feet for the Sunnyvale Raider fight song. Our band is under the incredible music direction of Jacob Pipak, Isaiah Delgado, Michael Nation, and Rex Novak. Color guard director, Nat LaPera. We appreciate everyone for listening, and Raider fans, thank you for supporting us. Go Raiders!
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. I would like to invite you to join us at our Sunnyvale campus this coming Sunday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. We take great care to provide engaging worship experiences for people of all ages. From your very first visit, we trust that you will find our environment is welcoming, our atmosphere is casual, and our message is God-honoring and helpful. And as a bonus, you will find that many of our members are active leaders in our Sunnyvale community. So we are confident that you will see some familiar and friendly faces. So check out our website at sealifec.com and make the choice to visit us on the south side of 80 this coming Sunday. At Sea Life, we are serious about connecting people with God and one another, and we always support the Raiders.
Back here in Aubrey, Texas, the Sunnyvale Raider band there performing for us after we heard from Coach Cody Stutz. Raiders lead at 28-10 at half. Raiders should get the ball to start the second half. Of course, there's some question in my mind as to whether or not you'd rather have the win. But, you know, I think you'd rather do something, get a drive going, keep the ball.
Yeah, I would think the Raiders are pretty confident in their ability to put points on the board, you know, into the wind or out of the wind. the big 82-yard pass to number 28, Grayson Walker, coming from
Right.
Maupin. That was a huge pass through the air. And I think Walker had to slow down a bit because it was into the wind. But, he took it to the house on that one. So I don't think that they're going to come out, shy to go into this wind kind of or with it. I think the other question is going to be for Aubrey, right, is when do they want it, right? Do they want to win in the third and win in the fourth? I would think there's a little bit of –
I think they want it in the third.
Yeah, you get it in the third and try to get back in this, or close the gap. Right now you're at 18 points, right? So you're trailing. It's not out of reach for the Chaparrals, but it's one of those that they need points on the board.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the one of the things about a new Raider Sports Network is the opportunity to solicit sponsors from the community that are able to be a part of all that is going on. Of course, we're grateful for Jennifer Carroll. Has a couple of boys that attend Sunnyvale and the high school. One is the quarterback for the freshman team. Other plays on the JV team. Last night, unfortunately, the freshman team only played the first half before the lightning delay and then eventual cancellation of the JV game. Freshmen won 6-0 in one half of play, but the JV not able to play at all. A lot of great sponsors out there. One of those is Community Life Church. I was joking with Paul McDill, my good friend, earlier as I was doing a voiceover when we didn't have any sound. But the Community Life Church will be providing gift cards for trivia questions. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the number here in the booth, and if you text into the booth and let us know the winner, you will receive a $50 gift card. A $50 gift card if you are the first person up here in the booth. Of course, we're just going to go with the miracle of modern technology, which one ends up being the first one that comes in on the text. The number is 214-868-4695. So write it down, 214-868-4695. Tell us who you guess, and then you can respond by then telling us the name. We're going to ask you a question, and then you will be answering about the history of Raider football. Ready for this, Brandon?
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. The question is the all-time leading rusher for the Sunnyvale Raiders. The all-time leading rusher for the Sunnyvale Raiders. 214-868-4695. 214-868-4695. Let's see who can get the all-time leading rusher for the Raiders. This is not the best single season or the best average per carry. This is the best career as far as number of yards for the Sunnyvale Raiders. I'll even give you the number of yards, 3,187. 3,187 yards. And this, and you can just text us at 214-868-4695, 214-868-4695. And the Godfather is not eligible to win the $50 gift card from Community Life Church.
Oh, you're starting to get messages in.
I am. Give a couple before we say what the answer is. Let a couple of people do it. Have not received the right answer yet. 214-868-4695. The rushing leader, all-time rushing leader for the Sunnyvale Raiders. 3,187 yards. 3,187 yards. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back here. We'll give you the answer. We'll wait here and see who we get. 214-868-4695. 214-868-4695.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What a Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. I would like to invite you to join us at our Sunnyvale campus this coming Sunday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. We take great care to provide engaging worship experiences for people of all ages. From your very first visit, we trust that you will find our environment is welcoming, our atmosphere is casual, and our message is God-honoring and helpful. And as a bonus, you will find that many of our members are active leaders in our Sunnyvale community. So we are confident that you will see some familiar and friendly faces. So check out our website at sealifec.com and make the choice to visit us on the south side of 80 this coming Sunday. At Sea Life, we are serious about connecting people with God and one another, and we always support the Raiders.
The Aubrey Chaparral Band.
Well, we're back here. The Aubrey Chaparral Band out on the field. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in halftime. And we've missed some things, but generally speaking, Brandon, we've got some yardage for the first half. One more time, if you are wondering about the trivia question, we will give you the answer in just a minute. The number in the booth, if you think you know, the Sunnyvale Raiders all-time leading rusher. The Sunnyvale Raiders all-time leading rusher. Each person only gets one guess. It's 3,187 yards. 3,187 yards is the all-time leading rusher for the Sunnyvale Raiders. 214-868-4695. 214-868-4695. The winner receives a $50 gift card. Brandon, talk to us about the first half and some of those stats.
Let's see. So I've got Kason Maupin. He's really leading this thing through the air, 171 yards. And that's on a couple big plays. The big eight, as we were talking earlier, there was one big 82-yard touchdown pass to Grayson Walker that he took to the house, and that was into the wind, as we were talking about. And the early on big pass to Riley Harris, number 16, a 45-yard touchdown after a nice kind of break a tackle up the sidelines. Got another touchdown from the 8-yard run by Kason Maupin into the end zone, and then the 1-yard touchdown run by Caden Walton, number 26.
Yeah,
and that's
freshman.
kind of collectively gotten to, I've got him at about 200. I know that's not incredibly accurate. I was chasing a handful of things.
Yeah, well, and you're also doing we don't have the old ball coach with us where you can put your nose down and just focus on that at any given point.
So from the Aubrey side, I've got them at 131. I believe I've missed another probably 20 to 25 yards. So I believe they're about 150 yards overall. But, you know, one touchdown and one field goal, and they're at 10 points. Not a whole lot going on from that side. But number one, Jackson Duramas, he's 7 for 40 yards. He's been he's been quite effective with running up the middle and getting those 7 and 8 yards, especially on short yardage third downs, and really been able to keep those going. And the 79-yard touchdown run by Cameron Haygood, number 5, and that was in the second quarter that he took one to the house. A big 79-yard quarter for him. A couple other passes back in drones. Antoine Jones has been in on it. A couple catches that have kind of gotten in that bubble screen and been able to move the ball. But the majority of it's on that 70-yard run by Haywood, and kind of the grinding out from Duramas.
There you go. Well, let me go. It's time to see if we can announce the winners, or the winner for the $50 gift card from Community Life Church for the Sunnyvale Raider Trivia here on the from here from Community Life Church for the all-time leading rusher. We've had some really good guesses of some people. Actually, I have 3 of the ones that are on the list. The top 5, won't give you those now because it could possibly be a later trivia question. I'm going to circle back around. But the all-time leading rusher was not Lawson Ayo or Trey Sterling or Trip Makeda or Obi Arinze or Josh Quinn or it was not Lawson Ayo. All great players for the Sunnyvale Raiders. Another Trey Sterling is coming in. But the all-time leading rusher for the Sunnyvale Raiders is Abdul Khalaf with 485 carries for 3,187 yards. And the winner of the $50 gift card is Mr. Larry Allen. Larry Allen is the winner. And when he calls Abdul Khalaf, he knows. Listen, Abdul Khalaf had a game where he carried the ball 51 times. 51 rushing carries in Commerce, and boy, I'll tell you what, it was something else. No question about that. To see Abdul Khalaf carry the ball, and ask John Settle about that at halftime. The head coach about the pregame interview for the next game about him carrying it 51 times, and he said the ball's not heavy.
The ball's not the problem for sure. Those other guys on the field trying to slow you down.
Yeah, some good guesses out there. Certainly appreciate all of you for playing. Several people sending us some really good guesses, and we'll be giving you some more of those on away games with some of those other trivias from Community Life Church. Well, it's only a couple of minutes before we start the second half. Raiders lead at 28-10. I'm not exactly sure who's starting where, but I would guess that. Well, I'm not sure who's playing where. I mean, who's got the ball or where we're going to be kicking off. Certainly miss Doug Williams, the old ball coach, not joining us so far. Godfather hopefully be joining us some when we are at home. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here and see if the Raiders can hold on to their lead in the second half. We'll be back here on the Sportsgram Network right after this.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What a Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy Nissan.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We're always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We're here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
Back here in Aubrey, Texas. It's a nice, chilly August evening. How many times have we said that in our lifetimes?
I believe never.
Yeah, I think one time, I'm going to say, I'm being serious about this. I think one time, about the time Luke was in, my son was in 8th grade, so I think it was somewhere about 10 years ago. And, Autumn Krauska wants everyone on the broadcast to know that it is her birthday tomorrow. So please, if you've got her phone number, light her up tomorrow. Just start now. Just right now. Send her a text and tell her, Autumn, you are amazing, and we are hoping you have the greatest birthday that a human being has ever had.
Pull this up from last year. What the kids got her on that Friday from her birthday at
nice.
high school. Now, I guess all of them are juniors now. So
there you go.
Between playing volleyball and cheerleaders and everything in between. But
there you go.
Yeah, Jake Ivey, he's on the field tonight. But
well, here come the Aubrey Chaparrals onto the field. Raiders already out here. So 28-10 is our score. The Raiders, I believe, will be receiving. And they will be going into a pretty stiff breeze here. Any outside chance here you try an onside kick, Brandon? Brandon?
I was thinking strategizing. It maybe, and it's one of those that it'd be pretty interesting. It'd be a gutsy move for sure, but it's kind of, you were the last one to put points on the board. And again, you want to get on the board quick. And, as you said, they're going to have the wind at their back. It might be worth a try for sure.
Depends what kind of field goal game you got. Rashad Grant and Drew Gardner. That ball is oblong for a reason.
What'd you call me?
I called you oblong. It's actually a pretty good description of you.
I'm not sure if.
Ooh. It looked like it was going to be an onside kick. You don't know.
That was a pretty good sell. I mean, most of these high school teams are, you see that fake run up, and in most cases you're not.
Yeah, this is Peyton Campbell, the junior.
Not too much of a flinch by the Raiders there. I thought that was pretty close to offsides on the kicking team.
Well, Grayson Walker's going to run this out. I'm not sure that was a smart move, but we'll see.
What was
Over that
David?
right side of the 20 to the 25. Gets to the 30, all the way out to the 33-yard line, and a couple of
I think they're going to call a block in the back
that's
there
why
at the
it's so
29.
dangerous. I mean, I'm just saying, you go ahead and into the wind, you go ahead and take it at the 25-yard line,
When it's one of those, he catches it at the near side numbers, it's almost, and it's a big sweeping run.
He's quick. He's a fast kid. It's going to be out. It's going to be a legal block in the back against the Raiders.
So from the 26, what is that, half the distance?
So hard, too, when they turn their back on you.
Yeah, and especially, I think running so hard cross field, I think it becomes maybe a little more or a little easier to have that type of a scenario happen. But yeah, here we go, backing them up.
It's tough back to the 15, 16-yard line. Raiders got Anthony Williamson in the backfield. Receivers, this time it's Hudson Smith and no, there's Hudson Leonard and Grayson Smith. Sorry about that.
They both played on the basketball team. I think that's what's.
There's
this
the
is
pass
going
down
to
the
be
near side. This ball is going to be thrown, just underthrown, back shoulder throw to Hudson Leonard. Leonard not able to catch it. Ball was just a little bit fluttered. Second down and 10, 11:46. Raiders really thought they could catch him off guard there. First play. Number 2, Gavin O'Neill, plays both ways, so it's literally a better play earlier. Here's Anthony Williamson over that right side. He's going to get, pretty decent yardage, maybe 3-4 yards. No, maybe only a couple.
Only 2.
Third down and 8. Raiders look a little disheveled for the first time tonight offensively. Of course, they have had a turnover. No punch yet by Pendiala. Could happen right here, though. Here's the call for the ball mop and looks over left side, wants to throw it. Throws it out to Smith. Smith dives for it, unable to make the catch. Just a little bit out in front of him. There's a lot of wind, and that ball just pushed across the field, and it's 4th down, and the Raiders will have to punt, and that's exactly what you wanted. If you were Aubrey, you could not have written that up any better, Brandon.
Right, it's one of those, and really to me, feels like, see if I can't turn some of this wind noise down on the crowd mic, but both of those balls really kind of get away from Mop in there.
Yeah.
And I think even the back shoulder to Leonard, it isn't quite there. He ends up leading Grayson way too much. I'm going to blow this one dead.
Goodness gracious.
It's going to back him up another 5.
Boy, that's the last thing you need if you're the Raiders. Boy, they're just really right now, honestly, this was just a really tough.
Oh, I think Pendiala's going, bring it.
Yeah, well.
I mean, into the wind. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
and I know we've seen quite a few kind of those rugby-style kicks from him. I'll be curious to see if we see that here and try to keep it out of this wind.
Yeah, they're going to rugby it here, it looks like, is the way they lined up. Pendiala over to the right side. He's going to get enough of it to get the ball
nice
down the
bounce.
field. Well, yep. Walker down the ball at the 46-yard line. Nice roll there by Pendiala. Did what he needed to do. Be interesting to see how the Aubrey Chaparrals come out. This is a good football team, so don't be deceived just because the Raiders were leading 28-10. A lot of things can happen in a game like this. So now at tailback is number 19, Johnny Johnson.
Ooh, I thought
Story takes the ball, turns hands off to number 19, and barely gets tackled there by number 4, Smith.
Johnny Johnson on the carry.
Yeah, that was one of those shoestrings for sure. Grayson able to get enough.
They had him in the backfield.
Second and 8 for the set.
And now Story will head back in, and after he gets the play, runs every time over to the sidelines, and the tailback now is to number 14, Connor Murphy, the sophomore. Second down, 8. Turns. Story's going to keep it himself over that left side, and Raiders look like they had him for a minute, but going to stop him right here. Going to be 3rd down and 3. Yeah, on the tackle there was number 13, Chucky Wright. Rashad Grant out there, pumping him up. 9:38 remaining. There's the turn, hands off right up the middle. Raiders are going to stack him up. They're going to go for this, I guarantee you.
They're going to lose a yard on the play.
Now they're going to try to pin him deep. Very surprised that they're going to punt this.
Taken down by Rashad Grant.
Very surprised that they're bringing in the punt team. I would watch for a fake here. Send back Drew Gardner. Raiders have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that 12 or is that 1, 2, 3, 4? I couldn't tell. Maybe it's 12.
That's just 11.
Okay. There's a couple of flags on the play. Ball's on the 8-yard line.
I think all 3 flags at the same thing.
Yeah,
I
think
didn't
it was.
see what happened.
I think something with Braden Bolds. I'm not sure. There were not a lot of happiness there. Coaches and everybody's talking to him, but
I actually think this is going to be against
the Raiders. Braden Bolds, right? Because they're going half the distance to goal. All 3 people threw a flag.
I saw one of them point towards Aubrey.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I don't know what they're going to do here. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be a sportsmanlike, right? Personal foul. Oh, goodness, head-to-head collision. And you're right, they did call it against Aubrey. That sure was a helper there, that 15-yard penalty. I didn't see it. Did you see it?
I didn't. No, I just saw the 2 of them there. They were already away from each other.
Right on the 30-yard line, though. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Little breathing room this time. 8:49 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Raiders lead at 28-10. Aubrey defense looked really good a minute ago. Ball's going to be at the 20. Keep moving it. I have no idea where the ball is. It's on the 23-yard line. No more breathing room. Sorry about that. I was wrong.
Why did we drop 7? They threw it. They threw the penalty at the 15. I guess they're saying it's from the result. 15 from the result of the play.
I guess so. It's 15 from where the ball, I guess not from where the foul occurred. It's from the end of the play. So here's the snap, almost a little bit high. Inside, that one's thrown to Leonard. Leonard to the left side makes a nice man miss. Over that right side, gets to the 40-yard line. That's going to be a nice 15-yard pickup. Man, that's
nice little completion pass there.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what Hudson Leonard's able to do.
17 yards and a first down. But one of those, they had a really good season last year. And, I think they're expected to have another good one here. Gets him back, drop, quick drop, puts one in, nice completion. Hudson's able to get some extra yards after the catch and just kind of get something going and get a little rhythm going.
Yeah. So trips to the far side, couple of Griffins over there as well. Here looks over right side. Here goes Maupin. Looks down the middle, got a lot of running room. He's going to get a first down and all the way to the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
14-yard run. It's going to get him to 42 yards on the night for Maupin. And really one of those, you get him out of the pocket, and he's definitely a threat to run.
Yeah, well, he looked down the field, and he had open receivers there, but especially into this wind, you take the run while you got it.
Right.
Griffin broke open there at the last minute, but he's like, well, I got 15 yards of my own, or I can throw it 15 yards. Here's Williamson.
They're going to say his knee went down 2 yards deep. It's going to be a loss of 2. I thought he saved it, but they're going to say the knee was down.
Okay. 2nd down and 12. Well, once again, with this win like it is, you just want to flip the field, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's the first thing, which at this point you appear to have done. Here Maupin rolls over right side. He's going to throw it out. This one's going to be intended for Williamson, falls incomplete.
Not a big fan of all the penetration the inside defenders on the line are getting.
He's done a pretty good, they do sometimes, I don't know, sometimes it's been good, sometimes it hasn't.
I mean, definitely something that they're going to work on as you go through. You don't want Maupin, you want to give him some time to get back there and look. He's been running, not quite running for his life so far, but under pressure a number of times.
Very interesting formation here. Two receivers stacked either side of the line of scrimmage. Here is Maupin right up the middle. He's going to looks to throw it. No, he's going to be slung down way back at the 38-yard line.
And again, so 44 comes untouched through the middle of that line.
Well, I mean, yeah, they rush 6, and you got 5 blockers. There's an injury over on the far sideline.
Going to be 4th down for Sunnyvale.
I'm not sure who that is, but maybe a cramp. So 4th down for the Raiders. Looks like cramp. Waiting for a there's a cramp over there. Cramp was definitely a cramp there for number 28, Grayson Walker.
Those are terrible.
I know, I hate them. Absolutely.
They're the worst thing ever.
So here's Pendiala to punt. It's the traditional punt this time. Kicks it over to the left side. That ball's going to roll all the way down to the 20-yard line. Good job of the Raiders on that drive right there. 6:39 remaining.
Pretty good position. I think it had a lot more roll to it. Unfortunately, goes out of bounds. But, getting them to the 21, I think you got to feel good.
Yeah, you got to feel good about that. So it's 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line for the Chaparrals.
6:39 here in the third.
You want to hold them here, do what you can. First down and 10. Aubrey now with a split receivers, and now there's a slot back on the far side. Thurman in motion, cross face the quarterback, going to turn hand off right up the middle, and Raiders make the tackle, but not before he gets about 4, maybe 5 over that right side. It's number 1, Drew Gardner, and number 2, Bolds. 2nd down and 5.
Johnny Johnson on another one of those carries, gets 5 yards. So he's 2 for 7. One of the new running backs that we've seen in this third quarter. They've run quite a few guys out of that backfield tonight.
Yeah, they have, yeah. Matter of fact, this is Johnny Johnson back in, standing behind Will Story. You want to run behind that offensive line, strong offensive line. Story looks over, wants to run a go.
Oh,
double
had him
move.
bite.
Here had him bite. There's an incomplete pass, and boy, Bolds Bolds is hurt. I think it's a cramp. I think he's got a cramp.
Yeah.
Well, fortunately, that ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, I think Jake Ivey comes over on the top.
No, it was Gardner.
Yes. Comes over and kind of forces that out. Now, the ball ends up going out of bounds. So I don't think he's catching it at all. But good help coverage because number 2 definitely bit on the move.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. Braden Bolds.
Yeah, Braden Bolds was the guy who has got a cramp, and then Brennan Stutz is coming in. Stutz, a big hitter, got to be careful here. Once again, they're going to watch Luke Hellman over here, manned up with Stutz. Let's see what they try to do here.
You have to watch that double move like just happened.
You do every time, yeah.
3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. Calls for the ball, looks over near side, wants to throw it deep.
There it is,
going
right at him.
Right at him. Yes, what a play. An absolutely amazing play by Drew Gardner at the exact right minute. That was on the money. Part of the problem that people call so much and yell for things like this, Brandon, is a result of the old face guarding rules.
Sure.
Because that looks like a face guard. Granted, I get that. And so people are like, hey, he's right at him.
I'm not that old, David, though, so I don't know as much about that.
You don't even remember it. Yeah, but
well, and I think he actually makes contact with the ball before it actually gets there. Now, he follows through and knocks the wide receiver down, but really kind of bailed him out right there.
The ball has hit the ground again, yeah. This ball's going to go out of bounds, yeah.
Another problem with the snap in special teams for the Chaparrals. No question. Now, this one does not go over his head, but, he has to give himself a bounce pass on it. And able to get away and gets it close to midfield.
Give him credit there because that could have easily been a ball on the 20-yard line for the Raiders.
So they're going to take over at the Aubrey 48.
Yeah, with 5:30 remaining.
I want to take another moment. Thanks to Bottle Cap and Pizza Hut, serving up game day.
But, yeah, what a play by number 1, the senior Drew Gardner. On both of those plays, going right kind of at the cornerback on this near side. They like that double move, and the corners the Raider corners have been biting on that move.
So Maupin now surveys the backfield, now moves Walton to his left. Here's the snap. Right side, here's the pass. Pass is caught there by 16. Is that Harris again? Riley
16,
Harris again?
Yes, Riley Harris.
Gee whiz. At the 11-yard line.
To the 11, 36-yard pass.
Yeah, nice job there by the sophomore. Really quick.
Puts the Raiders puts Maupin over 200 yards in passing tonight. That's on 8 completions.
Yep.
200 yards on 8 completions. Doesn't sound right, but
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get the official stats later. I'm not sure. Here's Maupin over the right side himself. No, he's picked up the ball. I'm like, thought about tossing that over to Walton because he was wide open, but boy, that'd been a mess. I think it would have been.
Been scary for sure. But again, a lot of penetration. He's able to step up, kind of pocket collapses on him.
I feel like here you want to make sure you get the 3 points, make it a 21-point game. You know, I mean, a touchdown would be fantastic, but the touchdown and the extra point, yeah. So
I think, yeah, if we're picking, I'd take a touchdown.
if it's just an easy choice, I feel like I can make the decision. Tried to throw the back shoulder over to Grayson Smith.
Letting them play. I mean, that's another kind of fair amount of contact as he's coming through. But, yeah, Grayson unable to kind of go up and get it. I don't know if that came out maybe a little early or what, but good defense by Aubrey to knock that out.
I think they're going to I think they're going to throw this ball over here to
4:15 on the clock.
I think they're going to throw this one over here to Hudson Leonard.
That's what I kind of think.
They're going to tag him.
He's out here on an island.
Boy, you talk about an opportunity for a.
And they bring that in motion. Across the middle.
And a touchdown. Ben Griffin goes up and gets it. Nice grab there by Ben.
And that was in some traffic.
Yeah.
That ball was nicely put in there, and really wasn't all that easy of a catch, but able to go up and get in. And a touchdown for the senior.
Just some serious heat right there on that ball, too. That was the thing when he threw it, I'm like, who can catch that ball? Oh, here's Grayson Smith coming in, man. The dude is limping over here. Oh, crazy.
12 on the play clock.
Well, there we go. A touchdown into the wind may well be the.
Down.
I appreciate your. No, I mean that may well be the one that makes the big difference. That's a 4-score game now.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're looking at 10-35 at this point. 4:10 left on the clock, and yeah, it's one of those.
And I'm glad you preferred the. I'm glad you went with the preference
if we're
for the
picking,
touchdown.
I'd take the touchdown in that situation.
I mean, we like Gabe. We like him.
Yes.
Let's play a commercial. We'll be back here on the Raider Sports Network right after this.
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here in Aubrey, Texas, after the Maupin to Griffin connection for Maupin's, I guess it's his 4th touchdown of the night, but that's his 3rd one passing. And it is 35-10, Raiders lead. There's Pendiala. Here's the kick. This one's going to be returnable by by Aubrey Chaparrals. Oh, a little bit of a crease for a minute, and then it closes. Nice job there by number 5. And number 11, that's Ben Griffin. Had to go after he makes the play. Has to come back and play kickoff. It's 11 and number 5 for the Raiders. Who's that? Klein Becker and Ben Griffin, a couple of buddies out there combining on that tackle. Hey, you know what's funny is we've called Klein Becker's name so little tonight because he's been locked down. I mean, really, honestly,
right.
They've just decided they're not even going to throw his way. They've thrown his way like once, and he made the tackle and made a beautiful knock the ball away one time. That's 405.
Yeah, he's out on an island as we're
here now. Handed on a stretch
about.
Play.
Connor Murphy around the edge.
Yep,
gets the first down.
Yeah, wow. Honestly, I thought he was way back this way. Somebody's got hurt here for the Raiders. There's an injured player. Kind of crazy play. Here we go. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back here on the Raider Sports Network right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. I would like to invite you to join us at our Sunnyvale campus this coming Sunday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. We take great care to provide engaging worship experiences for people of all ages. From your very first visit, we trust that you will find our environment is welcoming, our atmosphere is casual, and our message is God-honoring and helpful. And as a bonus, you will find that many of our members are active leaders in our Sunnyvale community. So we are confident that you will see some familiar and friendly faces. So check out our website at sealifec.com and make the choice to visit us on the south side of 80 this coming Sunday. At Sea Life, we are serious about connecting people with God and one another, and we always support the Raiders.
First and 10 now for the Aubrey Chaparrals. 3:57 remaining. I think the ball is going to be set for play.
Yeah, 16-yard run by Connor Murphy.
I'm not sure why they're not starting the clock here. You should. That was not a timeout.
There it is.
There you go. At this point, if you're the Raiders, you just want the game to be over with, right? You just were like, let's get this thing going, you know. And this Aubrey Chaparral, you can't just put in a bunch of backups here and play. Oh, goodness gracious. Nice job there. Who's that tackle? 22? Yeah, that's Helton.
Connor Murphy able to shed a couple in the backfield. I thought that was going to be a tackle for a loss, but able to stretch it out, get a yard. Johnny Johnson into the game.
Yeah, second down 9. So Will Story may not be tired from playing, but he's going to be tired from running back and forth to the coach every time.
I'm always kind of curious about that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're adding 20 yards.
Here's Story, looks over right side. Here's the run up the middle. The Raiders go, and nice tackle there. Lucas is going to drop him, and Helton finishes him. But how about that? Goodness gracious. 2:51 remaining.
Catch for 0 yards.
Third down and 10. One receiver far side, 2 to the near. Here's the run up the middle. Raiders had the wrong call on, and a nice job there by stopping him short. It's going to be 4th down, and they got to go for it now on a 4th and 5.
I mean, at this point,
you have to go for it, right? I mean,
I would think so.
Yep, they're going to. Will Story back out on the field now. Now here's the question: do you try to catch the Raiders with a pump and go here? That's
that's been a big part of it. Those double moves on the outside that the safeties have really had to come over and save.
They haven't connected, but they could right here.
Well, you're going to get an extra 5. Did he throw that?
No. They're calling offsides, and so no, it's the wrong way. Oh, that's humorous. I think it's going to be right at. I think it's going to be right at the first down. So
I'm sure they'll give it to him.
1:45 remaining in the third quarter. Raiders lead at 35-10.
A little over-eager on the edge.
Yep.
Just felt like they took a long time to blow that dead.
Yeah. 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. It's over near side. Throws it deep. Oh, this ball is going to be over. Oh, my goodness. It looked like that was going to be open. Stutz not able to keep up with number 8, Antoine Jones.
Yeah, and really,
you just can't get. Honestly, you just can't get. You can't get you can't get beat there deep. You gotta do your best.
And another pressure. Brandon Wright coming off the edge is going to get Story right as he's throwing this ball,
yeah, which causes the incompletion. See if they change directions here. They bring Becker over here to the near side. Here looks right up the middle. Oh my goodness! What a stonewall hit there! How did he stay on his feet? Let me tell you something. Kaysen Milligan just absolutely. I mean, I'm surprised. Look at this. Good Lord. Just an absolute smash there by Milligan. Oh my. And as cool as it is, you know what happens? You don't drink water because it's cool. The kids stop drinking water because they're not that thirsty. But
Especially
it's still humid.
How hot it's been.
It's still humid, and so yeah, they're not drinking a lot of water, which is just one of those things. Plus, it's first game of the season. .110 remaining in the third quarter. Some little longer little break here. Let's go ahead and take a commercial. We'll be back here on the Raider Sports Network right after this.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What a Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Here is a 3rd down and 10. Story now sees what he likes. Raiders blitzing to the near side, and Brennan Stutz is right there, and that ball falls incomplete.
It's number 3 that came through there. Caden Lucas came through on a mission.
We're going to punt this. I guess because it's 10 yards to go. So back to punt is number 25, Chavez. Almost gets that one blocked as well. It's going to be caught by Drew Gardner. Gardner is going to be hit by a couple of guys. And isn't going to get much, 16-yard line. Our camera, I was going to say cameraman, our camera operator, Autumn Krauska, getting a birthday Aubrey shirt on. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
She's freezing.
Yeah. She's just covered up her Sunnyvale S with an
Should put her on inside out.
Yeah, put her on Instagram. Put that on the gram. Send that to Sarah and tell her to put it on the gram. So 3 receivers wide side, 1 to the near.
48 seconds left here in the 3rd.
Here's the near side.
Move.
Is that Riley again?
Yes.
Man, he's quick. Nice block out there by Paul Griffin.
A lot of cases, right? You're looking on those screens to get that first guy to miss, and he does a nice little stutter step and gets by the first defender and gets him up.
Well, that's a first down. What are they doing? Okay. Here's the turn, hands off. Here's Walton. Walton's going to get a little bit of yardage, not a whole lot.
Yeah, 44. Let's see. Logan Gannon, he's a senior defensive lineman for the Aubrey Chaparrals. He's been in this backfield all night long, and he's in on that tackle yet again, given the Raider front problems.
Now, I would definitely, wouldn't you wait here? Like, just wait? They're going to run another play, though. So we're near side. This one's going to be thrown over to Paul Griffin. Griffin makes the catch. He's going to make a catch for a first down, and then there's something Some kind of flag after the play or something. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, they're going to call a penalty. Dead ball, personal foul against the Aubrey Chaparrals. I wasn't sure if that was somebody, one of the Griffin boys, we're not sure. There was some kind of hit or punch or something after the play.
An extra 15 and 4 seconds left on the clock here in the third.
So that was an out of bounds, too. That's what I keep saying. It's like Moppin doesn't even care that he's going against the wind, right? It's like, whatever, who cares?
I think we're playing, yeah, he just wants to play some football.
Near side, throws the ball deep. That ball is going to be intercepted. Something weird happened there.
Yeah, definitely a miscommunication.
Miscommunication. The ball's on the 8-yard line. But that's the end of the third quarter. Raiders lead at 35-10. Chaparrals take over. We'll be back on the Sunnyvale Raider Network. It's a great first broadcast. We're trying our best, folks. We'll be back right after this.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
Did you have one? Well, it's a 1st and 10 for the Aubrey Chaparrals. They are at their own 7-yard line. You know, I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen Haygood a little bit more in the backfield. Maybe right here. Not sure.
Yeah, he had the one big run,
yeah.
75-yarder to start off. That was a first down too, wasn't it? After a kickoff that he took to the house. And well, you know, Raiders pin him way back. Now they're going to be going into the wind, so we'll see what they're going to drum up. A little safety.
There's the
blitz
pass
on
over
that
right
one.
side.
Screen.
Raiders doing, look, man, look, did you see Helton fly over there and make that tackle? Solo tackle there by Austin Helton. Dude. That's all I can say about that guy. A dude.
Oh, they're going to say he just got back to the line of scrimmage, so no yards gained, but a throw to Antoine Jones. Antoine Jones.
So here's Story with, there's a turn hand off to Johnson. Johnson breaks a tackle and then
Shifty.
Gets, about 8 yards.
Johnny Johnson on the carry for the 2 yards. It's brought down by Grayson Smith. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Chaparral.
They're going to give him 9 on that. Yep, 3rd and 1 coming up.
Third down and 1, maybe 2.
Let's see if I can't get the clock going. Well, there's
Raider
a free
jumps.
5.
That's what they call a illegal procedure. I don't know.
It was a bunch of Raiders going on that one.
Yep. Offside defense.
3 or 4 of them. Usually you don't see that many when it's like that. Raiders
wow.
are calling for a false start. Not sure who they're talking to
Raiders
unless they're going to ask if there was movement at the line, on the line judge.
Illegal procedure. They did call illegal procedure. They're going to move it back 5 yards.
Okay. To me, it looked weird when
There was something
three
weird
or
about
four of them on the Raiders that are jumping
Yeah,
on that.
You
and
usually don't pull off 4.
right,
You
that's
usually
a
don't
bunch.
pull 4 offsides.
Yeah.
Now Story's got a little longer situation. 3rd down and 7, I guess. Trying to get a freebie. There's a pass out at the. Oh my goodness, Raiders just let him get away there. That's number 20 on the catch, Braxton Osterman. First down out to the 24-yard line. Again, Raiders just trying to keep the clock running at this point. Here turns, hands off right up the middle, and a nice job there by Milligan. Man, looks like a man out there.
Tackled him, then picked him up.
Yeah, right. Johnny Johnson.
Quite polite of him.
Johnny Johnson's like, that was a hard 1 yard right there. That was a tough 1 yard gain. So. So 2nd down and 9. Story. Oh, Raiders not getting the pressure they've had most of the night. Oh, this ball was almost picked off right there. Drew Gardner saw it and just he thought he had a pick 6 for the 2nd time tonight. That ball was intended for number 82. That is Drew Dondelinger. Third down and 9.
I want to send a quick big thank you to Aubrey sponsors success.
3rd and 9. What's
They're making this guy go out here.
I don't know if his helmet came off or.
3rd down and 9 for the Aubrey Chaparrals.
Maybe bleeding.
Maybe so, something like that.
Oh, good move.
I don't think he
It's
got
going to be
get the
complete,
first down.
but I think he's going to get.
I think he's a yard short. 4th down and 1. They're going to have to go for it. Clearly, right?
I would think so. I mean, that ball comes out of the backfield well before he even, breaks down, comes out of the break on that route.
Wait,
really
what?
good.
Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, what's happening here?
There's a bunch of people moving. I saw the same thing. But,
a couple of new Raiders in the ball game. See if I can get them recognized. Number 60, Selah Smith is in. And number 64, Santiago Avilareza in there. 4th down and 1. Big play right here. Turn Story's going to throw it to the right side. That ball is going to be knocked away. And what a job right there by Smith. And the ball goes over on downs. 1st and 10.
That was big time.
That was
big on
right
a 4th and 1 like that. Such a short.
I'm kind of surprised they threw that there. I guess they thought the Raiders would think they were running, but whatever. 8:44 remaining. Raiders like to get an insurance, little insurance here.
Should talk to Houston Tillis.
It's really well played, Brandon.
You think he covers padding touchdowns?
So we got Griffin, 16 Riley Harris, and I believe that's Hudson Leonard on the far side over there. They're mopping over on the left side. Didn't see him coming here. Just couldn't get away.
They're going to have to fix that. Too much pressure up the middle and getting after this quarterback.
Well, how many did they bring that time? You got to watch the twist.
Autumn says 3. Hopefully more than 3.
They brought
Otherwise,
more,
we're in trouble.
If they only brought 3, that's really bad.
Well, at the line.
2nd down and about 17. Here's the mesh point.
Yeah, that was just
Here's
a busted
Maupin
play.
over the
that-
left
yeah,
side. That Maupin's going to take it over and get the sidelines. That's pretty. That's not really what you want from your quarterback, but Maupin with a little bit of a pop after the play, or as he went instead of going out of bounds. Just,
Right.
That guy was going, you're going out of bounds, right? He's like, nope.
Make him earn it.
3rd down and 9.
Yeah, Maupin looks fired up tonight for sure. Even the times that, that the defensive line has got hands on him, he's making a move, trying to get out of that.
Yeah, so there's at least 5 people coming here. Yeah, there's 5, and one of them just completely got missed.
He's able to stick in the pocket, gets the
Yeah,
catch.
that's a nice catch there by, is that Riley?
Yes.
Again, man, Riley's had a nice game with some of these catches. 4th down, are you kicking it with Gabe?
I would think so.
I guess it really doesn't matter, though. I mean, honestly, does 25-28, I don't know if that makes a big difference here. I think they're going to just go for it and then.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I think you'd like to go through the motions too of a longer field goal with some wind.
I don't dislike it. Now, I will say the wind is pushing it, kind of left to right. You're on the left hash mark. It makes it a little tougher, but,
Big cheers to Vintage Chicken. Raise the bar for team spirit and safety.
so 4th down there. Yeah, I think they're going to kick it. It doesn't surprise me, honestly.
Also, big thank you to Sailors Air Plumbing.
It's a tough one, but you're right. You want to kind of go through the motion.
Plumbing repairs. All Sailors.
A couple guys in. I see Jack Hamill in there now. And
Jake Ivey to hold for Pindiala.
54
Yep, going to set
is
this up at the
just
34.
Jason Bracino.
Or 33. Looks like where they're going to place this one. Yeah, 44-yarder. To your point, yeah, wind is definitely left to right.
Yeah, it makes this a hard one. I always, I always preferred to see it go the other way. This one's going to be no good. Yeah, it did exactly what I thought it would do. It pushed the ball to the right because you're already kicking it that direction. It's a tough one for Pindiala. Don't blame him one bit for that. It was a long field goal.
It seemed
40,
like it came out weird.
Yeah, 44 yards.
It didn't quite seem like
Yeah,
the big
didn't
booming
get all of it.
Pindiala kick that
Yeah.
I'm used to seeing.
Yep. A little bit of protectionism there. Thought the Raiders might get some points on the board there, but, not able to do so. But once again, not the end of the world. 4-score lead here. 7:13 remaining in the ball game. Avila Reza checks in the ball game. It's over the right side. Here's Johnson, almost gets away, but not going to get away because having a hold of him is number 31. Not sure who 31 is. That's Brewer. Johnson tackled by Brewer. Nice job there. Second down and 3. Ball in front of, I believe, Stutz makes the tackle.
Story connects with Angela Jones.
It's going to be 3rd down and 2. Ball running, or clock running. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, not too many of those 7:30 kickoffs this season. Kind of
No.
goes back and forth. We'll have to look week to week.
Right.
Make sure we get our schedule up. Generally, we'll try to be on 15 to 20 minutes before the game, before that kickoff. Get those lined up.
Will Story with Thurman standing behind him. Here's Thurman up the middle. He's going to get a first down. And
Connor Murphy with the run for the first down.
yeah, got it wrapped up there. Well, Chucky got wrapped up with the defensive player. First and 10 now.
Let me get my clock fixed.
Story with Thurman. 110, looks over near side, wants to throw the out route, but there was some confusion there. Here Story rolls back over to the right side, has a man wide open. Raiders make the tackle, but that's going to be a first down for Aubrey.
Looks like an Aubrey first down.
A lot of backups here. Try to get as many of them as I can. I see number 12 in there, which is Tucker Hartman, playing outside linebacker. Number 25 is Martin Yakolev on the near side. Stutz is still in. He's already had some time. 28 is Grayson Walker. 34 is Kane Lopez. See if we can get some others here in a minute. Turn hands off right up the middle here. Raiders trying to tackle him. Finally do. Brought down by number 14 and number 15. That is Logan Long and Eli DeLava in on that play. Second down and 3. That was a movement there.
I thought so too. Yeah, okay.
Flag on the play.
No question in my mind that ball was moving. Well, the good thing for the Raiders is when, you know, honestly, when this game was won, was a 7-0 win in the third quarter. Honestly, I'm saying
right.
that's when the game
Yes.
is won. That's when you pretty much, because Aubrey turns the corner with a minute left, but when they get the ball back, they're like, well,
and they really had Aubrey had a couple of good possessions in that, and just weren't able to get it all the way through.
Murphy's going to get a first down, and the Raiders just kind of emptying the bench, which is a long bench. This year, 59 players for the Sunnyvale Raiders.
Oh, nice. That's good size for
59
for the school.
It's really kind of crazy, honestly. See 61 in there. One of the seniors, one of my favorite guys, Ethan Walker.
Nathan Peniston, I saw, comes in.
Oh, yeah, Nathan Peniston at middle linebacker. Can't see who the far side linebacker is. Number 30, maybe? What number is it? Maybe 30?
31. Let's see. JT Brewer.
Katz is out there. First and 10. Looks over left side. They're going deep. This could be trouble. This could be a nice little touchdown. It is. Not what you wanted to see there if you're the Raiders.
Touchdown.
35-16. I suspect they'll just go for one. Martin Yakolev on the coverage. Just kind of got on the kind of struggled there. I'm not sure what's going on right now. 3:18 remaining in the ball game. See what the Raiders do here. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good. Now, so here's the question is, with 3:18 remaining, do you bring in Elijah Gillespie and let him use his legs, which he's really good at running the ball? What do you think?
It's definitely one of those. You want to run this clock out. You got 3:18, as you said, and, even just a little bit, there's been a couple of the running backs that they've got running. So it'll be interesting. I think to your point, just get that clock running, get them moving, get Gillespie in there, like you said. I think that makes sense.
It's an interesting situation the Raiders find themselves in here. If they kick an onside kick, which they may, and I suspect they will, honestly. If they
you might as well.
Yeah,
I don't know why you wouldn't.
If they kick an onside kick here, then if you're the Raiders, you're going to have to put your first defense out there. I mean, you just can't. I mean,
I would think so.
I would think you just don't want to have a weird situation where they can score on any one play. And I know that kind of sucks at this point, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, Raiders lined up expecting
Are
that.
they? Are they?
At least they're up tight right now.
They're going to onside kick this. Like I said, you just want to make sure that you're ready to put your first defense back out there if they get it.
Well, maybe that. Well,
Yeah, they're going to kick an onside kick.
Drew Gardner able to go
Yeah.
up and get a hand on it. Now he's not able to come down with it solidly, but it goes out of bounds.
I think he's hurting. I think that's the. I think he got the wind knocked out of him. Right? Is that how he's running like that? He had to. He landed right on his back.
Or cramp, or yeah, one of those.
Landed right on
for
his back.
sure. It's the worst thing. The wind, getting the wind knocked out of you. That is not a fun thing to
Yeah, it
survive
sucks.
through.
So now you can bring. You don't have to. You can bring in your. A little bit more of a backup situation. Is he going to leave in Maupin, or is he going to bring in Gillespie? Yeah, Gillespie's in.
There's a big quarterback.
Yeah, he's a D-tackle quarterback. I'm being serious. That's what it has on it.
Right. No, I saw him the other week at the scrimmage, and was fun to watch.
Here's the handoff to Williams, who tries to get outside. Not much doing here. He just got to hang on to the football.
And he's going to lose a yard, but clock is running.
Well, let's talk a little bit about our players of the game. I've got my two. I know which ones. I got a Kaysen Maupin and a Austin Helton.
Yeah,
you good with those two?
Yeah, for
the
sure.
State Farm players of the game. Second down and 11. Coach didn't even call in the play. He's not giving them the temptation to hurry. I think Elijah's going to run this one. I hope Elijah runs this one. I want to see what he can do. Here's the snap. Here's Elijah over the left side. That's what I wanted to see.
Stay in bounds.
He did stay in bounds. Good for him.
I'm not sure he quite tried to, but inbounds nonetheless.
Yeah. First down here ends it.
Oh, there's a 2-minute.
2-minute warning. Well, we'll take the break. Thank you for tuning in to the Raider Network. We'll be back for the conclusion of the game right after this.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Last 2 minutes of the game. Gillespie's going to keep it again up the middle.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Barrel
the big
on
boy.
down for the first down.
That'll do it right there. It'll stop the clock for a moment, and I assume the Aubrey chaparrals will let it run out. Well, the Raiders, I mean, once again, a 35 to, well, what was 10, you know, and made some kind of wholesale changes after that. 1:30 remaining. First and 10. Here's Big Gillespie on the carry. Going to get a yard or two. Letting them run behind the first offensive line still, or most of them at least.
Last couple plays puts them over 300 yards.
Yeah.
Of offense.
Well, of what we have recorded, it may be 350. You know? We're not sure.
That's true. Yeah, it could be 600 for as much as I was rattled around.
But by our definition,
it's 300-ish.
So this could
it's
be
at
the
least 300.
So this could be the last play of the game. Go. Gillespie right up the middle. Pick up about 4 yards, and that's going to be, I believe, the ball game. I can't imagine Aubrey's going to call a timeout here. And the Raiders will move to 1-0. Last year they started 0-1. Head up to Carrollton to play Rangeview in the second game of the season. Nice win. Raiders have not dominated the Aubrey Chaparrals like this in 3 attempts. They're 1-2. Have been 3 really good football games. This one not so much. Brandon, what are your thoughts after seeing this initial iteration of the Sunnyvale Raiders?
Well, you know, it's game 1, right? There's definitely some things to figure out. I think there's some offensive line things to figure out. Aubrey was in that backfield putting pressure under, you know, whether it was the running backs or Moppin for that matter, and really got back there quite a bit. So I think that's something they're going to have to figure out, and they've got time, right? So that's definitely coming. Lots of offense, as we were just talking, over 300 yards of offense, a lot of it through the air. 35 points is quite a few. And
there's a lot to clean up.
I mean, yes, it's definitely one of those. I think it's a good game to build on for sure.
Right. An awful lot to clean up in this ball game. That's what you kind of like about it, right? There's a couple of routes run wrong, special teams, snafu. At least
couple
one.
Penalties, not too many penalties, though. A lot of times early in the season, I feel like we end up seeing a lot more penalties.
And certainly not a lot of, like personal fouls, things like that would really be disconcerting. And, hopefully we'll have our players of the game. We need to see if we can scout out over there if Autumn was able to get on.
Oh, she made it.
Field.
She walked. I see her over there on the far side.
Yeah. Can you I'm telling Autumn what to do so she makes sure she gets him over here.
So line up far side after a win.
Yeah, it's good. Love it that we get the chance to talk to a couple of Raiders here in Aubrey. It's nice to come into someone else's house and play football like that. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back here for our Players of the Game interview here on the Raider Network. Glad that you have joined us tonight for our inaugural broadcast. Had a few hiccups along the way, but glad that we had the chance to do it. We'll be back here for our conclusion and the stars of the game being interviewed here on the Raider Network right after this.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. I would like to invite you to join us at our Sunnyvale campus this coming Sunday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. We take great care to provide engaging worship experiences for people of all ages. From your very first visit, we trust that you will find our environment is welcoming, our atmosphere is casual, and our message is God-honoring and helpful. And as a bonus, you will find that many of our members are active leaders in our Sunnyvale community. So we are confident that you will see some familiar and friendly faces. So check out our website at sealifec.com and make the choice to visit us on the south side of 80 this coming Sunday. At Sea Life, we are serious about connecting people with God and one another, and we always support the Raiders.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What a Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, I'm Paul McDill, and I'm one of the pastors of Community Life Church. I would like to invite you to join us at our Sunnyvale campus this coming Sunday at 9 or 10:30 a.m. We take great care to provide engaging worship experiences for people of all ages. From your very first visit, we trust that you will find our environment is welcoming, our atmosphere is casual, and our message is God-honoring and helpful. And as a bonus, you will find that many of our members are active leaders in our Sunnyvale community. So we are confident that you will see some familiar and friendly faces. So check out our website at sealifec.com and make the choice to visit us on the south side of 80 this coming Sunday. At Sea Life, we are serious about connecting people with God and one another, and we always support the Raiders.
Thanks for choosing Whataburger. What can I get started for you?
At Whataburger, each meal is made to order, so you can always get exactly what you crave. If that's a Whataburger What a Meal, you got it. But if you're in the mood for something a little more you, like a Whataburger with grilled onions, crispy bacon, and creamy pepper sauce, go for it. March to the beat of your own drum. Bite into the beef of your own Whataburger creation. Whataburger, just like you like it.
We all know life at home has changed for everyone. At Trophy Nissan, you can now shop at home, drive at home, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home. That's right. Find the vehicle you like. Get your purchase started by clicking the red Buy at Home button. Get your trade-in value, apply for financing, and select your terms. And the best part, we'll even deliver the vehicle to you at no additional cost. Shop, drive, and buy at home with Trophy Nissan at home.
Trophy, trophy, trophy Nissan.
At Trinity Capital Bank, teamwork is key. We are always on your team, whether it's opening a checking account or applying for a loan. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. Stop by our branch at the corner of Tripp Road and Collins to meet our team.
You might know that State Farm agent Houston Tullis has great service. He is your good neighbor after all. But did you know that State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep, that's right. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Houston Tullis has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Sunnyvale. So call State Farm agent Houston Tullis at 972-226-5419 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here in Aubrey, Texas, the Sunnyvale Raiders defeat the Aubrey Chaparrals 35 to 17 was the final. An 18-point victory for the Sunnyvale Raiders. 3 scores, guys. You had to feel pretty good about it. Let's start with you, Kaysen.
Yes,
of course, this year's quarterback, that ball's coming off your hand a little bit different this year. You feel it?
Sir. Yes, sir. I feel a lot more confidence. After getting one more year in my belt, going 3 rounds last year with against Van, losing that. But I feel more confident this year with my new offensive line, or returning offensive line, actually.
Yeah.
Very confident with them. I got some stud receivers outside. Returning, we got 2 seniors, Ben and Paul, and then I got returning Hudson Leonard, and then we got 2. Then I got Grayson. I got my big boy Grayson out there.
Yeah.
We got 2 sophomores that really stepped it up tonight. Caught 2 touchdowns, both of them.
Caught a touchdown. Both of them had a touchdown, yeah.
Yes, sir. Riley Harris and then Grayson Walker. I was really proud of them. thought we really started off the game really hot.
Yeah.
But the second half we got to work. We got to keep working. Like our team motto, we got to win the 8-minute section, the last 4 of the second quarter and the first 4 of the third. And I think that we need to work on that and go to practice and get ready for Ranchview.
Yeah, certainly so. Well, so when you looked at this Aubrey team, like you mentioned last year, this was your first varsity football game when you played them. This year, you looked completely different. Did you feel that confidence? I mean, it sure looked like it.
Yes, sir. I did feel a little bit confident.
Yeah.
Last year, I had no clue what I was going into. I was kind of just, I don't know, just running around like my head was cut off.
Yeah. So 1 touchdown running, three passing touchdowns tonight for you. Talk about what it felt like, though, on the offensive side of the ball when you looked over on the defensive side of the ball and saw the quarterback on the defense back on the field in Austin Helton. What did that feel like?
Oh, it was awesome. I saw him. I was like, oh, man, him coming down. I think he did a mug and just popped the dude. I was like, whoa, he's
just
back.
right off the
He's
bat.
back.
He's back.
He is back.
That was serious, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was serious. I thought our defense played amazing tonight.
They sure did.
They did really step it up, and they looked good.
So, Austin, let's talk for a moment about this opportunity. This had to be somewhat almost of an emotional day for you. I'm thinking about after an entire season off, starting as a true freshman, as a sophomore, and then missing that entire junior season. What did it feel like today to get back out on the field?
Man, missing last year, it really broke me down, missing a whole year. You lose a lot of your skill, your team, and then basically when you come back, you just really have something to prove. So I really feel like I did that tonight.
Yeah, there's no question that you did an excellent job out there on the field. So when you looked at your defensive play, I mean, I think a lot of people were concerned, kind of asking themselves, can this team, without AB and a couple of others on that defense, can this team be that defensive stopper? And tonight, you certainly proved this against that Aubrey team. Did you expect that?
I really didn't know how we were going to come out and play, but I felt like I just had to take lead. Obviously my D-line being, a new D-line that I haven't worked with, and me missing last year.
Right.
And basically I just had to take lead, and, every third down I'm throwing up threes, fourth, throwing up fours, even fourth quarter, telling them we got to do this, take them to the house, put them away.
Yeah, that was great. My feeling, we were talking about this, either one of you can answer this question. We kind of felt like that really where this game was won was in winning the third quarter against the Winds 7-0. Was that huge? Let's talk first about the defense. Was that big? Did you know you had to hold them out, keep them out of the end zone in the third?
Oh man, we've always been really slow coming out of the third quarter, but I feel like this year we're really turning things around, and I had to tell my defense, we can't be slow. We got to come out hot and put them away.
Yeah, and of course the touchdown pass in the third quarter, that had to feel special. Think, man, we won the quarter.
Yes, sir. That felt real special, especially seeing him wide open and just
just drilled it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, guys, I know that it's going to be a great season. Certainly glad to get you guys on. I expect to talk to you a couple more times this season.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations for being the players of the game.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. That is Kason Maupin and Austin Helton joining us here on the Raider Sports Network. Very first broadcast. Very first YouTube broadcast. All right.
Man, that's cool.
Sorry. All right. So let's give it a go, Raiders.
Go Raiders.
Hey, go Raiders. There you go. Fantastic. Thanks, guys. You can put that down. Be careful going down that giant ladder that's 15 feet long.
Terrible.
Something crazy. Well, grateful for you guys joined us here online, and we're a part of this very first broadcast. Grateful to have both Kason and Austin up here. Those boys are warriors. Looking forward to a fantastic season. We'll be back here next week on the Raider Sports Network.